We are live, baby. We are live. Live in the rec, live in the rec, live in the rec, live in the rec. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtech is in the building. All right, guys. So, what's up, TJ? What's good, bro? So, I was gifted a nice little gift from one of my friends. What's good, Bobby? We got the Moto G Play. What's up, Jimmy? Dummy. And it's from T-Mobile. And this is straight from Motorola. See, it says T-Mobile 5G UC. This is a T-Mobile branded dummy phone. And it's crazy because companies nowadays don't use dummy phones. They used to back in the day, but now they want to get you more involved in the experience of the store. And I got a Motorola dummy T-Mobile branded. This is exactly how the Samsung Galaxy S26 sorry, S26, look at me. Moto G Play looks. The Moto G Play looks. Moto G Play. Hold on, guys. So this is the dummy of the dummy of the Moto G Play. This is exactly how the phones used to look back in the day. Yep, always real, never fake, baby. There you go. So I noticed people enjoyed the video from yesterday. I had issues to get it monetized because once again, YouTube is saying that the the instrumental I'm using for that video and for the other video is copyrighted when it's non-copyrighted. And I'm just not gonna sit here and dispute that every video. I'm just not, guys. It takes a toll on you having to dispute something all the time. So I choose to instead use another instrumental. And if that one doesn't work, then I'll use another one that I know will work because it doesn't give me. I'm gonna have to use the same instrumental I use on the Spanish channel if this one doesn't work either. Because I'm just tired of disputing that. I get tired of disputing things. Seriously, I really do. You got a new phone? No, this is just a dummy phone, Johnson. Is the dummy phone of the Moto G Play 2026. See, it even says Moto G Play on it. It is a T-Mobile dummy phone. So it's not a real phone, it's the dummy phone. I was just gifted this because basically Motorola sent it to the wrong store, to the wrong carrier, basically. To the wrong carrier in the wrong store. I'm not allowed to say what store it is, but they sent it to the wrong store. Let's just put it that way. Um they sent this to an AT&T store. Well, yeah, I could say what store it is. They sent this to an AT&T store when it was supposed to be sent to a T-Mobile store. So yeah, they sent this to an AT&T indirect dealer. So when I was there today, because I was there earlier, that's why this live stream is late. I was like, the AT&T. You guys might ask why I don't record in the AT&T store because the AT&T store really doesn't like it when you record in the store. To be completely honest with you guys. So that's why you don't see me like in others. Other stores have like the one in Pennsylvania. I'm not even gonna mention them all because I don't want them to get in trouble, just in case you know they're not supposed to let me record. The one in Pennsylvania lets me record, but the one over here in New Jersey that used to let me record that was here in Trenton, which is no longer here. I don't know where the hell they moved that store to, that corporate store. The guys were cool with me. They was like, "Yeah, Alex, you're more than welcome. Go ahead and record." Now this one, is an indirect dealer, and they're like, "Yeah, AT&T's gotten strict with that, bro." And I'm like, "Bro, did you realize that one of your display? Because this was on the display." I was like, "Did you realize that one of your display models that?" He was like, "Yeah, Motorola sent me that." I was like, "Well, did you realize that it says T-Mobile on it?" He was like, "Oh shoot, no, I did not know that." And it was cursed, there was customers in there. It was like, wow, that's crazy. Because you see, it has the little thing right here. So he could have stuck it to the thing where, you're not supposed to be able to pull it off. So it does have the little sticky thing right here. So he was like, you know what? Since you told me about it, and I could have gotten a heap lot of trouble if AT&T corporate would have came through. AT&T corporate does visit indirect dealers to see how they're doing and how the activations, basically AT&T corporate marketing. So if they would have seen this, they would have been upset. But at the same time, AT&T can't get mad if Motorola drops the ball and sends a phone that's supposed to be for T-Mobile, branded for T-Mobile, even though it's a dummy phone, and sends it to that store. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess as a employee of the store, you're supposed to be paying attention, I guess, to the name on the phone and stuff like that. So since I saved this person from getting in trouble with AT&T, they let me have my first dummy phone. So there's a dummy phone. It is Moto G Play 2026. This is exactly what the Moto G Play looks like. See, it says Moto G Play. It's blue just like this. I love the blue on this phone. So he said, "Yo, you can have it, bro." And thank you for letting me know. So if you guys notice right here, let me see if the camera. See right there it says T-Mobile. I'm sorry, right here, see? It says T-Mobile on it, and right here it says 5G UC. So see, it says T-Mobile right on the dummy phone. And Motorola was the one who sent this to the AT&T and direct dealer. So, me being a good Samaritan, I said, "Yo, do you realize that is an AT&T, sorry, T-Mobile branded dummy phone?" "No, bro, you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, look at it." "Oh, shoot." You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure the customers that were in the store probably took a look at it. That's why I seen the lady like look at it and put it down like it was weird. Like look at the phone like this and then put it like, okay, this is an AT&T in the regular. Why is there a T-Mobile branded dummy phone? And that's what drew my attention to this. But yesterday I went in there and I forgot to tell the employee, the person that works there, like, yo, bro, that whoever put this out, bro, this is a T-Mobile. So good thing I went into that store before AT&T Corporate Solutions went into that store and found this T-Mobile branded Moto G, because it's crazy to have something from T-Mobile in the AT&T store. Oh, that is a crazy story, guys. I'm serious. It is a crazy story. I know AT&T would have went off on Motorola. It would have been some arguing there. So that's another reason why I did not want to record in the store. You know what I'm saying? Is, oh shit, guys, look, I found a freaking T-Mobile phone in the AT&T indirect dealer, because that's gonna create a lot of friction. Anybody else just for views and shits and giggles? Because I know this. If what's up, Walter? You guys know that if I would have recorded this attached on the thing where the phones go, right in the store, it would have got tons of views. It would have got tons of views. I wouldn't put it past that video would have got 100,000 views. I would have got a good paycheck from that video, because that would have been crazy to see, me showing you guys the AT&T branding on the walls and all over the place, and then all of a sudden they show you a freaking phone that's attached to the little black thing that shows T-Mobile and shows 5G UC. That would have been off the hook. That video would have got a lot of views. But to me, saving somebody's job is more important than the views. Somebody else in my position would have done it. Oh well, I'm a content creator. This is what I do on YouTube. They would have pulled out their phone. Yeah, guys, yo, look at this crazy shit, bro. Look at this. Oh wow, this phone. It's a T-Mobile branded Moto G Play 2026 edition, powered by 5G. Oh man, this is crazy. This is the new one. It's in the AT&T indirect dealer and it says T-Mobile. That's exactly what the person would have done. But that's not me. Like I said, I don't like to put other people's, jobs in jeopardy. So that's why I don't even mention what store it is. AT&T won't know. They got too many indirect dealers around here. Way too many in New Jersey around, my location. So I'm not even gonna say. All I'm gonna say is that AT&T knows they don't have no indirect dealers in Trenton, so it wasn't in Trenton. It was in a different part of Jersey, and I, frequent that store because it's not too far from another place that I like to go to eat. So I'm not even gonna mention it because AT&T will be like, "Oh, so it was them dummies over here." So I'm not even gonna mention where is it at. So anyway, the thing is that I got them out of a whole bunch of trouble, and this was Motorola's fault. So AT&T can't even go crazy because that's Motorola's fault for sending an AT&T indirect dealer store a freaking Moto G Play dummy that says T-Mobile on it. That's Motorola's fault. Did they finish tearing down the hospital? No. I got a video coming out for you guys. Video coming out for you guys. Look, put it like this. AT&T is so worried about me. They had a car back there that I didn't even talk about on a video because I just felt not, bringing light to it. But you guys are gonna see it. The car actually started rolling as I was walking, and it's a person I never seen. So they had to be hired by AT&T. But AT&T, what's the problem? Is what I'm saying. AT&T, what is the issue? You know what I'm saying? What is the issue of me telling the truth and saying that, you guys lied and you're powering up the hospital? So you guys are going to see in the video. The video I will drop it at 12 a.m. today. So stay tuned to that. It's like an almost 9-minute video. You guys are going to see the proof that the towers are on. You can see the lights turned on that power the towers on top of the hospital. So you guys are going to see all that. The hospital hasn't been torn down because it's not structurally safe. Like a architect went over there and he started looking, and he was like, "Yeah, it doesn't look like we can tear this up. We can tear this apart successfully where it won't just come crumbling down at one, and all that fiber and debris is just gonna spread all over the place. That shit'll reach all the way to my street. Imagine I'm only 3 blocks away from the hospital, so that dust will come all over here. All that, you know, old dirt and whatever else is in there. All that debris will reach over here. So that's the only reason they didn't implode the hospital. You know how in other situations when they get rid of old hospitals or stadiums, they'll put these bombs and you'll see it crumble, like go down. Kind of like, I don't want to bring this up, but it's true. It's kind of like the Twin Towers. You know how they came straight down like that. So they didn't want to do that. So, it's not structurally safe to keep working on it. So that's what's helping AT&T. That's what's helping AT&T still service my area. So what can I say? I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying? My internet is way faster. I mean, now that the power, you know, basically came back on because they had shut it down. AT&T had shut it down, but then they turned it back on. Like they decommissioned the tower and then they basically turned it back on. They turned it back on. So right now I'm getting what? 131. 131 over 15. So not bad. Now once the hospital gets demolished and panels are supposed to get removed off of there because AT&T better not be stupid. I know you guys ain't got more money than T-Mobile. I know that. So you guys are gonna have to do what T-Mobile and Verizon did and freaking remove the rest of them panels off of there. And I don't know. Right now, you guys should be fighting with PSENG and getting these small cells brought out. Because listen, the poll that I showed you, regret doing that. The poll that I showed you guys the other day, it is from AT&T. Oh, Walter, man, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that $10 super chat, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. That really does help out a lot, especially now that I'm not working. Thank you so much, Walter. Appreciate that, broski. You know, it's crazy, guys. It's really crazy. That poll that I showed you guys when I was doing the live stream, mobile live stream, that is an AT&T poll, and that is fiber. So that means they're gonna put a 5G Sony Ericsson little garbage can 5G small cell there, but they haven't put it there. They have not put it there. So I don't even know how the hell they're powering that fiber that's there. And I say it's AT&T because it's the same box that's on the other tower, and it's the little same little other box where you turn off and on the power. So that's how I know it's AT&T. And AT&T has not put the the most small cell. Oh yeah. So yeah, guys, it is what it is. Hold on, guys, because my neighbors are making mad noise. There we go. I had to put down the window because my neighbors just feel like throwing a party right now. Why the hell is that 0 views now? I don't know, guys. Is my internet lagging or something? Because now it shows nobody's watching. Necesitas una tarjeta de crédito. Eso cambia. Hay tarjetas con límite. Because I don't understand. All right, guys. So. Oh yeah, my internet's not lagging. So why the hell? I don't know. I had more people watching and they left. Oh, Walter, man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being a channel member, broski. Appreciate all you guys, man. Love your support, seriously. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just StreamYard, guys. StreamYard just showed me I had 0 people watching. Like, it's crazy. It's StreamYard. StreamYard is going crazy. I don't know. It just showed me I had 0 people watching my live stream. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, I mean, I know to get off topic real quick, I know you guys liked the video that I made, T Priority versus T-Mobile Business versus T-Mobile Postpaid, which the reason why postpaid was going faster than my business line was because of um my mom still had premium data on her account on her line. You know what I'm saying? But then when that premium data was over, it was all she wrote. My business line went way faster, way faster. So I was actually happy, guys. I found out some great news. Last year in 2025, Verizon renewed their contract in Puerto Rico with Claro. Oh, okay, Walter. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes now I'm not even gonna pay attention to StreamYard. From now on, I'm just gonna go to YouTube and see how many subscribers I got. Because I'll be assuming people left and it's just StreamYard dropping the zero, showing me zero when you guys are still here. But Verizon did a great thing. Verizon made a contract with Liberty Wireless, which is the company that bought AT&T's towers in Puerto Rico, and they made a renewed their roaming agreement with Colado. So now, when you go to Puerto Rico and you're a I mean, I'm sorry, a Verizon postpaid customer or a Visible Pro customer, your phone is either gonna say AT&T or it's gonna say Claro when you're roaming. So you get to roam on both. You get to roam on Claro and on AT&T. I mean, I guess Verizon and T-Mobile don't get along so much that they couldn't come into. I guess Verizon didn't want to reach out to T-Mobile as a roaming partner. But now it's not even considered roaming. It's considered extended coverage in Puerto Rico. So, in order to get to use both of these services, you got to be a Visible Plus Pro customer. Okay. And you could be Verizon Business or postpaid. I don't know if Verizon prepaid gets it. I'm pretty sure they do on the highest plan. And for you total customers, you got to be on the 5G Plus plan. And the thing about the 5G Plus plan, it only gets coverage with collateral. It's not uh, allowed to roam on Liberty Wireless in Puerto Rico, which is the company that bought AT&T's towers. Okay, so but Visible Plus Pro plan, and I know you guys are gonna say unfair. Well, that's not fair, Alex. Why does the 5G Plus plan, the highest plan from Total Wireless, doesn't get to roam on Liberty Wireless? Listen, I don't work for Verizon, guys. I'm just a messenger. I'm just letting you guys know what's going down. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing is letting you know what's going down. So, Liberty Wireless, of course, Liberty Wireless is the company, the American company that bought out AT&T's towers in Puerto Rico. Okay, and Claro has been in Puerto Rico forever. Before I even went to vacation there in 2016. So that meaning that it means that AT&T sold their towers. Um, AT&T and T and I guess Verizon. I don't know how their relationship is. I seriously don't know. But all I know is that I gotta tell you guys. You guys might say it's not fair, but I mean, I gotta be the bearer of bad news. I don't know. That's a good question to Verizon. Who am I to sit there and try to question Verizon? You know what I'm saying? And say, why did you do this, but you didn't do this? So I guess, yeah, I'm gonna formally on this live stream apologize to Verizon for saying that they don't care about Visible and that they treat Visible like a redheaded stepchild. No pun intended. Okay, that's something that's been used forever. You know what I'm saying? For when somebody neglects something. Um, but it's just a thing, and everybody loves their redheaded child, whether it's that child or not, or child. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're ginger doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to make that clear, it's just a saying. But I guess I'm gonna change it because I guess it does sound kind of hurtful when you say it that way. I'm just gonna say for saying from now on when I say that's a company or a carrier's neglecting something, I'm gonna be like they're just neglecting. They're neglecting to show love to their prepaid carrier. 'Cause, you know. But anyway, so they showed me that they're not neglecting Visible as much as much as I thought they did. Okay, because imagine Visible Plus Pro has the roaming with Liberty Wireless and Claro, and then the 5G Plus plan with Total, which is $20 more. You know what I'm saying? It's 65 with auto pay, without auto pay. And with auto pay is $15 more. So, it's crazy. It's crazy that a more expensive plan has less feature than a cheaper plan. But if you really think about it, if I want to be brutally honest, um Disney Plus included and all, I can honestly tell you guys that the Visible Plus Pro plan is better than the Total Wireless. You know, than the Total Wireless uh 5G Plus plan. I can honestly tell you that. And you guys are gonna say how? Okay, listen to this. They both have truly unlimited data that can't slow down on LTE, low band 5G, 5G UC, which is, I mean, sorry, 5G UW, which is C band or millimeter wave. But the 5G plus plan only gets unlimited hotspot at 5 megs per second. So it has the same hotspot on a 65 dollar plan without auto pay, because most of the people don't do auto pay. All the Hispanics I seen going into the total store today to pay their bill, they were paying the $65 straight up. Straight up. They don't want to do auto pay. So anyway, so $65, and they have the same unlimited hotspot as Visible's $25 plan, which is 5 megs per second unlimited. Okay. So just think about that. 5 megs per second on a $65 plan, when you can save $20 and get a $45 plan from Visible Plus Pro, and you'll get all the same great features. The only thing, you can't dial 611 to call customer care. That's the only difference. But you can chat and talk to chat support, and chat support will call you. If you want them to call you, you could tell them, "Can you please call me?" And they'll call you right away. They'll be like, "Okay, well, we're gonna call you from a 1-800 number just to let you know." And like I said, the benefits are there. You get 15 gigs, so you get 10 gigs. I mean, sorry, 10 megs faster of hotspot. You get to roam on Liberty, not just on what's that name of that Colado. So you're getting better. So in reality, it really boils down to this: do you rather have Disney Plus as a person that frequently goes to Puerto Rico? Because you could be an American and own a house in Puerto Rico. Okay. Americans don't even gotta pay taxes. What's his name? The dude that's a boxer. What's his name? That his brothers are a wrestler, that they're influencers. Well, now he's a boxer. Damn, what's his name? Oh my god. I gotta ask Gemini because I forget their names. I can't believe I just, my brain went blank, guys. I had really bad migraines just this morning, so I didn't fall asleep till like 9 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, let's see. What the hell's his name? Let's see. Let's go to Gemini. Logan Paul. Well, Logan Paul's brother, I forget Logan Paul's brother's name. He lives in Puerto Rico, and he doesn't have to pay no type of taxes. Okay. So if he wants to have Verizon, he can have Verizon now, because it's considered US territory. So no longer, after so many years of me complaining that Verizon needed to stop considering Puerto Rico like a country that's not attached, well, an island that's not attached to the US, and stop acting like it's a roaming, like if going to Puerto Rico, you're roaming, like if you're going to a whole nother country, like if you're going to Europe or some shit. Um, they stopped that. So now they consider Puerto Rico like being in the US. So you do get unlimited data, 5G and 4G LTE in Puerto Rico with the Visible Plus Pro plan, whether you're roaming on Claro or you're roaming on what the hell did I just say? Liberty Wireless or Liberty Mobile, whatever the hell they want to call it. So that's the great part of the Visible Plus Pro plan. Now, if you have the total 5G Plus plan, then you're only gonna roam on Claro. I mean, you do get Disney Plus, so you got to think about it. The least thing that Verizon could have done for Visible is give us an extra perk. So that's why I chose I chose to keep Visible over Total, not just because of the perk of 10 megs faster. Because like I said, they just did this in 2025. I found out this today because my friend, my barber, he came back from vacation. You see, I got a haircut. Your boy Alex Rawtalk is looking fresh. He came back from Puerto Rico, so I went and got a haircut. Okay. I don't cheat on my barber. Like them funny memes. Like I don't go to no other barber. They was like, yo, your barber's in vacation in Puerto Rico. I was like, all right, when he get back, I'll get a haircut. So as you guys can see, I got a haircut. He looked your boy out. He gave me a blowout and a haircut. So yeah, so your boy got fresh. So he told me he just got back from Puerto Rico and his phone was roaming on Liberty. But for some reason, since these are US branded phones, he has an iPhone 16 Pro. His iPhone 16 Pro said AT&T instead of Liberty because they used to be AT&T, freaking towers. So Verizon doesn't care. Like, oh wow, we know it's Liberty. Um, well, I don't know if Verizon. I don't want to, say that Verizon doesn't care, but the iPhone, Apple doesn't care. I'm just gonna say it that way because it's true. Apple doesn't care. The iPhone doesn't recognize Liberty. Okay, it recognizes AT&T because they used to be AT&T's towers. So Apple doesn't care, so it said AT&T. Then when he was roaming on Claro, it said Claro, and he's a postpaid customer with Verizon. So that's how I found out. So then I was intrigued. So anyway, I could let you guys hear from Gemini. I could just have Gemini. So I was intrigued, and when I was when he finished giving me a haircut, I was like, hold on, bro, I'm gonna ask Gemini. Gemini knows about this stuff. Like I said, Gemini is my best art, AI friend. It has a lot of answers that I don't have, okay? Gemini, if I go to Puerto Rico on vacation with the total wireless 5G plus plan, who am I going to be roaming on?
With the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan, your service in Puerto Rico is treated as domestic usage, not international roaming. Since Total Wireless is owned by Verizon and operates on their network, you will primarily be utilizing Verizon's roaming partners on the island. Network coverage in Puerto Rico. Because Verizon does not own its own towers in Puerto Rico, your phone will typically connect to one of the following local networks. Claro, Verizon's primary roaming partner in the region. Liberty, another
Mm,
common roaming partner for
okay, good.
Verizon-based MVNOs. What to expect on your plan? No extra fees. Since Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, it is included in your domestic coverage area. You won't see international roaming charges. Data usage. On the Total 5G Plus plan, your unlimited data and high-speed priority should function normally, though speeds can vary based on the local partner's network congestion. Calling/texting. Calls and texts to and from the U.S. mainland are included at no additional cost. Pro tip, make sure data roaming is toggled on in your phone settings before you land. Since you're technically roaming onto a partner network, even though it's billed as domestic, your data might not work unless that setting is enabled. Are you planning to do any speed testing while you're out there to see how the 5G holds up compared to Trenton?
Yeah, but I don't have total wireless. And how about on my Visible Plus Pro plan?
On your Visible Plus Pro plan, you will still be roaming on Claro. Since Visible is also a Verizon-owned brand, its roaming agreements in Puerto Rico are virtually identical to those of Total Wireless. Here is the breakdown of how your specific plan handles the trip. Network and roaming partner. Primary carrier Claro is the main partner. You might also see Liberty or T-Mobile pop up in certain areas, but Claro is the standard for Verizon-based domestic roaming. Data speeds. Unlike the base Visible plan, which requires a $5 per day global pass for PR, your Visible Plus Pro plan includes Puerto Rico as a domestic roaming area. You get unlimited talk, text, and data without extra daily charges. Key differences for Pro users. Data priority. You typically get 50 gigabytes of premium prioritized data on 4G LTE and 5G while roaming domestically. Once that is used, you stay unlimited, but speeds may be slower if the Claro tower you're on is congested. Global Pass. Your plan includes Global Pass days, but you won't need to use them in Puerto Rico. The system recognizes the island as a U.S. territory, so it won't dip into your bank days. Hotspot. You can still use your hotspot in Puerto Rico. On the Pro plan, your hotspot speed is capped at 15 megabits per second, which is a nice bump over the 10 megabits per second on the standard Plus plan. Travel checklist. 1. Enable data roaming. Just like with any roaming scenario, ensure the data roaming toggle is on in your iPhone or Android settings. 2. Network selection. If the data feels sluggish on automatic, you can go into your cellular settings and manually select Claro to see if it stabilizes. Since you're into network testing, it'll be interesting to see if Claro gives you full 5G access, or if they throttle roaming partners to LTE. Are you planning to run any side-by-side tests with other carriers while you're there?
Yeah, I'm planning to go to Puerto Rico in August. So yeah, I will be doing that, Gemini. And I don't think so because my nephew, he has Claro, and when he comes to Trenton, New Jersey, their roaming partner is Verizon. He has truly unlimited data over here, and they don't. Verizon doesn't slow him down. He gets what I get, like 300 to 400 megs down, and like 30 up. Let's see what Gemini has to
That's a
say.
solid point. If your nephew is getting 300 to 400 megabits per second on his Claro roaming in Trenton, he's definitely hitting Verizon's 5G ultra-wideband N77. It sounds like the roaming agreement between Claro and Verizon is wide open with no speed caps, which is great news for your trip. Since you're on the Visible Plus Pro plan, which is a beast in 2026, you're essentially going to see the mirror image of his experience, what your testing will likely look like. The roaming partner, you'll be on Claro, Puerto Rico. Since they have the reciprocal agreement with Verizon, you should have
Sorry, guys, I did a disappearing trick for.
iPhone, since you're likely taking an unlocked one. If your phone starts bouncing between Claro and Liberty, you can go to Settings, Cellular Network Selection, and toggle off Automatic. This lets you lock it to Claro to keep your testing consistent.
Wow, that's awesome. So, me being a Visible Plus Pro customer, so what's up, Cody? So, Visible Pro Plus is in a better position than the 5G Plus plan from Total, because you heard it from Gemini. Verizon even has roaming agreements with T-Mobile. So I was talking without knowing. So imagine with the Visible Plus Pro plan, you get to roam on Claro, then on Liberty, and on T-Mobile. With the 5G Plus plan from Total, you only get to roam on Claro and on Liberty. So that's crazy. That is amazing. That is amazing. Definitely.
Standalone 5G. Since you're big on testing 5G SA, keep an eye on your field test mode, 3001, number 12345 hash. It'll be interesting to see if Claro allows roaming partners onto their SA core, or if they keep you on NSA, non-standalone. That August heat in PR is no joke, so keep an eye on your phone's temp while running those back-to-back speed tests. The iPhone might dim the screen or throttle the modem if it gets too hot. Are you planning to pick up a local prepaid SIM from Liberty or T-Mobile PR while you're there to do a three-way comparison for the channel?
No, because I already got T-Mobile Business, which is true. Why would I need a?
That makes total sense. Having T-Mobile Business and Visible Plus Pro is the ultimate power combo for network testing in Puerto Rico. Since T-Mobile actually owns and operates its own native network in Puerto Rico, unlike Verizon Visible, which relies on Claro, your testing experience is going to be very different between the two lines. T-Mobile Business versus Visible Plus Pro in PR. Feature: T-Mobile Business, Visible Plus Pro, via Claro. Network type: native. You're on T-Mobile towers. Roaming: you're on Claro towers. Status: domestic. No extra cost. Domestic. No extra cost. Data priority: highest. Business level QCI. Premium. First 50 gigabytes. 5G Tech. Full N41, UC, and 5 GSA. Mostly N77 or LTE. Why this is a tech creator dream. 1. Native versus roaming latency. Your T-Mobile line will likely have much lower ping because it's hitting a native gateway. Your Visible line has to tunnel back to the mainland, which usually adds a bit of latency. 2. The nephew theory test. You'll be able to prove if Claro really is as fast for a Visible roamer as it is for a local. If you get 400 megabits per second on Visible while standing next to your T-Mobile line hitting 600 plus Mbps on ultra capacity, that's top tier content for Alex RAWTECH. 3. Carrier aggregation. In 2026, T-Mobile PR has been pushing 5G advanced. With your T-Mobile business line, keep an eye out for 4-carrier or 5-carrier aggregation. Puerto Rico is often a test bed for T-Mobile's newest network features before they hit all parts of the mainland. Pro tip for August. Since you'll be there in the peak of summer, keep an eye on the T-Mobile Business International Pass settings just in case, though you shouldn't need them since PR is domestic. Occasionally, some business accounts fluke and think they're in a foreign country when hitting towers near the coast. If your data drops to 256 kilobits per second, just give T-Mobile a quick shout to refresh the domestic provisioning.
Well, I'm definitely gonna do that because if my line gets confused and thinks I'm in a different country, I'm definitely gonna be calling T-Mobile, or I'll go to the T-Mobile store in Puerto Rico. Like, yo, my business account's going crazy, and I'm over here on vacation. Yep. And since I'm gonna be off from work, guys, I'm gonna try. My cousin wants to go in August for like 14 days, and I'm gonna go with him. So that's gonna be 2 weeks in Puerto Rico. I can do this. I can definitely do this. I can get on a plane for 4.5 hours, and then 2 weeks later get on another plane to get here 4.5 hours. I can do it. 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 So yeah, I mean, it's great to see that. That's crazy. So Visible even roams on T-Mobile. So they even got a roaming agreement with T-Mobile. You know how crazy it'll be to see Visible roaming on T-Mobile and speed testing N41 on on Visible compared to business. That'll be crazy. I'm serious, guys. That'll be like crazy as all heck. Seriously, that'll be crazy as all heck to see that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Definitely crazy to see something like that. But yeah, now you know. I used to tell before people that Visible, wasn't good to go to Puerto Rico, but now things change. So definitely a great option to go to Puerto Rico with. Visible. Definitely a great option. Definitely, most definitely a great option. Definitely a great option. But yeah, guys, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? I can't say too much. You know, Verizon improved it. Shout out to Verizon. My hat goes off to Verizon. You know what I'm saying? Because even on the business line, I got the Verizon business line. Now, Verizon considers Puerto Rico domestic. They should have been doing that for the longest, but I guess better late than never. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how Gemini says the mainland, which is true. It's kind of like people in Hawaii. They call United States the mainland. So yeah, guys. I mean, like I said, I got the video for you guys. Boost is still giving me, you know, like I said, great speeds. You know what I'm saying? They're still giving me great speeds. And like I said before, get ready to get ready to see Boost Mobile pushing Starlink wireless. I'm sorry, Starlink internet, just like US Mobile's doing. I don't know what's going on with US Mobile. I was trying to do a live stream for you guys next to the hospital, and that's why I turned it into a video, and it kept crashing. I don't know, on the light speed, it kept crashing. It wouldn't even let the live stream load up. So I was like, oh hell no, what the hell's going on? And I'm over here speed testing Boost, and Boost is giving me freaking 222 over 35. That's well enough internet to hold the stream. And I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with US with the light speed. So I put it on AT&T, and T, and then I got mad. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get something to eat from McDonald's. Get make chicken and get a $5 meal, and come back home and do the live stream because I was getting really aggravated that it kept saying Wi-Fi on my iPhone because it was so weak, the connection, or I don't know. Let me see right now. Well, of course now I'm close to the tower, so there shouldn't be no issues with US Mobile. Dummy, this is not AT&T. You got to switch it over to T-Mobile. I gotta close down Ookla speed test because it's getting confused, and it thinks on speed testing because I'm not on the Dark Star network. I'm on the Lightspeed network. Now it picked up T-Mobile, but it picked up a server from I don't know where the heck. Oh yeah, now I know why. Yeah. I'm only getting 114 over 73. Let me see boost. Let me see boost real quick. Wow, that's crazy. It's already 10:28 at night. So I don't know why. Yeah, boost is giving me way it's giving me oh no, hold on. It's dropping back. Dropping back, it's going back. Boost is giving me 195 over 25 and light speed is giving me 114 over 72.6. What the hell? Let me see business. Speed test business real quick. Let's see what the hell's going on. Like I said, the hospital. What's up, Joseph? The hospital is being torn down, and Jesus, T-Mobile's tower's taking a hit. Oh no, see, business is working good. I'm getting over 400 down, but of course, I'm on a higher priority. That's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? And I can imagine Tea Party. Hold on, guys. Let me go get the Tea Party line because I want to see what kind of speeds. Right now, the tower going through some kind of congestion. Yes. I couldn't take my pain medicine today because it's giving me migraines. That's one of the effects of the what's that called? The ginger root. It like ginger root pill powder. When it releases the things while I'm sleeping before I go to sleep, what I gotta lower down the dosage. So I gotta go from what was I gonna say? From 500 to freaking 250. And if that doesn't stop my migraines, then I guess I just won't be able to take no damn medicine. I'll have to deal with this pain and work through it. Nothing I can do about it, guys. Is that light speed 5G UC? Yeah, but it doesn't have the 5G UC logo. They're not allowed to display it. Like they got to tell T-Mobile to let them display it. But you see, it's US Mobile 5G and it's 114 over 72.6 on T-Mobile. They should get. Listen, U.S. Mobile. I like you guys. Okay, I like you guys, but you guys should just do this. It makes no sense to just have AT&T say Dark Star and not have you know T-Mobile say Lightspeed and not have Verizon say Warp. That doesn't it doesn't cost anything to do that. You guys could just change it because having US Mobile on Warp and Lightspeed, and then you still having US Mobile as the name doesn't make any damn sense. To be honest, it doesn't. So just change it. Make it Lightspeed. You can say Lightspeed on the and then 5G and then Warp and then 5G UW. There you go. And that way it'll look better. It'll look more simplified. The common person that doesn't know about networks would read the name and be like, "Oh, I'm on Team. Yes, I'm on T-Mobile. It says Lightspeed 5G. Yeah, ma'am. That means or sir, your customer care will have more easier time. Well, how am I supposed to know if I'm on Lightspeed or Warp when all it says on my screen is US Mobile 5G? Make it easier. With Dark Star, you can't complain because the person go bring down their toggle, and right here, instead of saying US Mobile, it'll say Dark Star. I could do that right now if I want to. I can call them right now and be like, yo, send me a new eSIM. I want to be on Dark Star. And you guys are gonna see that it says Dark Star. So that's all they need to do, man. That's the only thing they need to do, and is good. Have light speed for T-Mobile, say light speed as a display. Have warp, say warp for Verizon as a display. And that's it. Okay, now let's get to speed testing T priority. Now this is T priority, what I'm about to speed test right now. T priority is no joke. So it's definitely almost 200 megs faster than business. This is T priority right now. See, it's T-Mobile's T priority. So it's giving me on an iPhone 15 Pro 542 over 75.7. See, it's T-Mobile. So T priority definitely has a high ass priority. You see that? Now I'm gonna show you T-Mobile Business on the 17 Pro to show you the speed gap. So we got 542, and over here we got 436. So it's 100 megs faster. You see, this is my business line over 45, over 42. Sorry, and the uploads are 30 megs faster. So you see, this is T priority, and this is T-Mobile Business. Now I want to throw a boost, and this is light speed right here. Now I want to throw Metro into the mix. I'm gonna see if Metro gets faster speeds than T. This is light speed from US Mobile, as you guys can see, is US Mobile. Light speed from US Mobile got 114 over 72.6, and then Boost got on the 16 Pro on the T-Mobile network. Show you guys real quick. 195 over 37.5. Now on Metro, I used almost 300 gigs. So let's see what kind of speeds Metro get. And all these phones are on 5G standalone except Lightspeed. Okay, so Metro is giving me even less speeds. It's giving me 100 down, but the upload is pretty good. The upload is really good. So I got 100 down over 63, over 64, 100 down and 64 up. So great speeds because, like I said, I already used on the phone itself. Let's see how much data I have used because you know the phone keeps track of my data. But I had just switched it over to this 14 Pro. So let's see how much data. So according to the phone itself, I already used 133 gigs on the phone itself. You see, 133 gigs on Metro by T-Mobile, as you guys can see here. Metro by T-Mobile. Okay. Now we, if I log in, I gotta pay this bill. I gotta pay this bill. I'm about to pay it after I hang up. After I stop this live stream, I'm gonna pay this bill. Um, one one one. Let me guys, I'm gonna show you guys on the Metro by T-Mobile app how much data I have used. Here we go. 275 gigs. You see, high speed data. I have used 275 gigs. There you go. You guys can see it. 275 gigs. And you guys can see this is my Metro app. See? The My Metro app. So there you go. So Metro gives you truly unlimited data because I already have used all that, all them gigs, and I have used all them gigs, and it's still kicking butt. Still kicking butt. In most be an iPhone thing. What you mean? An iPhone thing, broski? Cody. I'm getting 360 when I went to the, the store. I have 720. Oh yeah. That means you're closer to the tower. You're closer to the tower. And that's why you're getting those, speeds 720. And then when you went back home, you were further from the tower, so you got 360, which is still great, man. 100/64 is great. I mean, look at what people are getting with Elon Musk and Starlink. 100 on home internet. 100 over 10 or 35, depending, unlimited. So it's not bad. But like I said, T priority is the king. I mean, 542 over 75.7. So you see, right now the T-Mobile network is experiencing congestion. To be honest, it's experiencing congestion. So, like I said, since the hospital was a is a is a was a what is it called, a microsite. A microsite basically is a big site where everybody has towers. And now, since T-Mobile's other tower is further away from my house, everybody around here is attaching to the tower down the street from my house. So that's why I'm seeing these speed differences, big differences in speed. Alex, what changed your opinion on US Mobile? What changed my opinion on US Mobile, to be completely honest, is the fact that you could switch between all three carriers. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've been completely honest. That's what changed my mind on US Mobile. But I don't have 5G SA. I'm still 5G. No, no, but you'll still get great speeds, bro. You'll still get great speeds. This is 5G NSA. On US Mobile Lightspeed, they don't have standalone. This is 5G NSA non-standalone. So you're Gucci. On 5G NSA non-standalone, I get like five something down. 700. I got in 700 down on 5G non-standalone. So that doesn't really matter. I could even show you the proof. Look, I'm gonna show you guys the results. Watch this. Da-dun, 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 da-da-da-da-da, na-na-na-na. Here we go. See? And this is on US Mobile Lightspeed on non-standalone. 768 over 129. You see? And this is non-standalone. So standalone, listen, Cody, what standalone does for you is lower down your latency. You know what I'm saying? Is the latency lowers down, and you'll have a stronger connection, and it saves battery. So that's why my battery life is amazing on my iPhone 17 Pro, because it's standalone. Standalone relies just on 5G, not on a 4G LTE anchor. So since it's not on a 4G LTE anchor, it uses less battery. So that's why it's amazing. Like right now, listen, my iPhone 15 Pro is lasting more time. Why? Because this is 5G standalone completely. Like, I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna go into the T party line, and we're gonna go here. Look, what does it say there? 5G auto, 5G standalone, and voice over 5G standalone. So that's voice over new radio. Voice, when you hear somebody say voice over NR, that means voice over 5G standalone. So you see 5G standalone, toggle, and 5G over voice. So if I was to put my Metro line here on the 15 Pro, it would say the same thing. The 14 Pro has the capability of having standalone, but Apple and T-Mobile didn't want to come out with the carrier update, the carrier bundle update. So exactly what it's called. I'm learning from Gemini. The carrier bundle update. But guess what? Since T-Mobile shutting down their LTE all over New Jersey, when they shut down the LTE here in this tower and they get rid of it to refarm it to N60, which is, I don't know if that's low, I think that's low band, N60. N60 is going to be a low band standalone 5G, and that's where they're moving all that spectrum. They're refarming the LTE to low band 5G. Guess what? Your 14 Pros, all the way from the 13 Pro. No, the 14 Pro, the 14 Pro. All the way from the 14 Pro, only the 14 Pros are gonna have voice over NR enabled for T-Mobile. It's gonna say the same thing this says right here. It's gonna say voice over standalone 5G, as you guys can see there. That toggle is gonna appear on your iPhone 14 Pro and your iPhone 14. Okay, so don't worry, it's not just the Pro model. It's all the 14, all the 14 models are gonna have that toggle. So finally, when they turn that on, this Metro line that only says, I'm gonna show you guys the difference. I'm gonna go into my settings over here and I'm gonna show you the difference. On this is the 14 Pro 1 TB. Okay. So on here, you guys are gonna see only standalone. It doesn't say voice over standalone, voice over new radio. So that means T-Mobile doesn't have that enabled for the iPhone 14 Pro. But by the end of this year, um, probably around November, somewhere around there, that carrier bundle is gonna hit with an update. Whatever update, for iOS, what is gonna be iOS 27. Whatever update comes in November for iOS 27 is gonna have that carrier bundle update that's gonna unlock that feature. And my iPhone 14 Pro will say voice over standalone 5G. Okay. And that's what's gonna happen. So if T-Mobile hasn't refarmed in your state, in your area, the LTE to 5G, then you will not see that toggle. I gotta make that clear. Now, if they have refarmed the LTE to 5G, then you will see that appear. You gotta have standalone where you live at in order that feature to appear. Okay, because it's a carrier bundle update. The carrier bundles updates are, or we're gonna unlock the 5G standalone for Cricket and for visible, for total. Those are all carrier update bundles. That's gonna unlock that. It's gonna unlock. I'm definitely taking a shower after I get off this live stream. I got hair sweating. Got all this hair that I gotta wash off my head. But yeah, guys. So these carrier update bundles are gonna, especially for AT&T and Verizon, they're gonna unlock the standalone for total, visible, and US mobile in the warp. US mobile in the warp. So I think US mobile just needs to reach out to T-Mobile and be like, guys, we need that feature. We need the feature of 5G standalone toggle on Lightspeed. We need the 5G you see, on the phone too. It's not fair that with AT&T it says 5G plus and with Warp it says 5G UW. I think it looks like we're neglecting our Lightspeed network, and we don't want it to look that way. Okay, so we want you guys to give us the go ahead and the carrier bundle update. So 5G standalone and 5G voice over NR, and or at least 5G standalone. Don't even got to be voice over NR because I know T-Mobile wants to keep that feature to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But if they get rid of all the LTE across the United States, they're going to have no choice but to give it to the prepaid brands, their MVNOs that pay the money. So I know right now T-Mobile's keeping that as a premium feature, even though it's been 6 years, but they still, keeping it like a Metro and T-Mobile postpaid and T-Mobile prepaid feature, or even a feature for Ultra Mobile that they own. They also own Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile probably now has voice over NR and all that features. So there's great things coming this year, guys. I can't wait to have Visible and Cricket on standalone, or even Darkstar. Because soon as that goes on, I'm switching to Darkstar. I'm staying with Lightspeed right now with US Mobile, but then I am definitely gonna switch to Darkstar. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to be speed testing for you guys all of these phones on standalone. That's gonna be amazing. to be speed testing for you guys on standalone. And guys, don't forget to smash that like button because it really helps out the algorithm. So yeah, like I said, right now these five iPhones have different lines. This 14 Pro got Cricket and US Mobile, as you guys can see. Lightspeed and Cricket. Okay. The 17 Pro has T-Mobile Business and Verizon Business. So it has, the king of the crop. It has top tier, performance lines, basically, as I'm going to show you guys right now. See, T-Mobile's on the top and Verizon Business is on the bottom. Okay, that's the 17 Pro. Okay, and then of course the 16 Pro is locked to Boost, so we got Boost over here running also on the T-Mobile network. We got Boost on the 16 Pro. Then we got for now, we got uh T-Mobile Priority and Visible on the 15 Pro. And then we got Metro by itself on the 1 terabyte iPhone 14 Pro. So this is a 1 terabyte iPhone 15 Pro. This is a 256 iPhone 14 Pro. This is a 1 terabyte iPhone 17 Pro. This is a 512 16 Pro, and this is a 256 15 Pro. So I don't own no 128 gig iPhones. Never bought one, never wanted one. But nah. Did I? No. Yeah, I did. One phone. It was the iPhone 11 that I let my daughter Juju have. But other than that, every other phone was 256 and higher, as you guys can see. Does the iPhone 16e have what, bro? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If it's a T-Mobile version, or let me ask Gemini. Let me make sure of that. Let me ask Gemini. Let me ask Gemini real fast. Because Gemini knows all this stuff. For real. I'm learning from Gemini. It's crazy how a AI thing could teach you. That's crazy. Gemini, does the iPhone 16e have voice over NR for T-Mobile and also standalone 5G?
Yes, the iPhone 16e does support 5G standalone SA and voice over NR VoNR on T-Mobile. Since it uses the Apple C1 modem, Apple's first in-house cellular modem paired with the A18 chip, it is fully optimized for T-Mobile's 5G stack. Here is the technical breakdown for your testing. 5G standalone SA support. It supports 5G SA out of the box. This allows the phone to connect directly to the 5G core without needing an underlying LTE anchor. Benefits. You'll see the lower latency and better building penetration on N71 that you're used to seeing in your benchmarks. T-Mobile specifics. It supports carrier aggregation across T-Mobile's bands, N41, N71, N25, etc., in SA mode, which is right up your alley for speed testing. Voice over NR, VoNR. Support. Yes, VoNR is supported on this model. How to check on T-Mobile. You can usually find the toggle by going to Settings, Cellular Data Options, Voice and Data. You should see a switch for 5G standalone. When that is on, the phone will use VoNR for calls whenever you are on a compatible SA tower. Performance. Since you're in the Trent area, which has solid 5G coverage, you should be able to stay on 5G for the entire duration of a call without dropping down to LTE, VoLTE. A quick note for the channel. If you're planning to do a deep dive on the Alex RAWTECH channel, keep an eye on how the Apple C1 modem handles handovers compared to the Qualcomm modems in your other iPhones.
Alex, I like how you go off on those carriers. Oh yeah, Jimmy. Bro, I said I'm older, bro, and I'm just tired of dealing with nonsense, bro. Guys, I'm not getting any younger, guys. I'm gonna be 44 in August. 44. I'm only climbing age. I'll be 50 in 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So 7 years from now, would be what? 2032, I think. Let me see. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30. Yeah, 2032. In 2020 and 2032, 7 years from now, I'll be 50. So just think about that. I'll be 50 freaking years old. So I'm tired, guys. I've been through the era of dial-up internet. I grew up in the 90s. Okay, I'm not a 90s baby, but I grew up in the 90s. You know, the 90s babies grew up, you could say, in the 2000s. The 80s babies grew up in the 90s. The 70s babies grew up in the 80s. So that's just how it goes. I am gonna be 29 in August. Oh, I'll be 44 in August. My birthday's August 11th, guys. Alex, I try talk mobile. Alex, you tried what? Close? Nah, I never tried that one, bro. Never tried that carrier. Did you keep or cancel Straight Talk? Oh, I canceled Straight Talk. I told you guys I wasn't gonna stay with Straight Talk. Mine says 12. Oh, okay, okay. So you're a Leo, bro. We're both Leos. You'll be 29 a day after me. A day after me. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. I gotta go downstairs. Dímelo. No, pero baja el televisor, que yo voy para abajo. Yo sé. Pues yo voy para abajo. Baja el volumen al televisor. So yeah, guys, I gotta go downstairs. Give me a second. I'm gonna stay on the live stream. My back is not, hurting by sitting down as much. Like I said, the ginger root powder pills really do work, but it's causing me migraines, so I couldn't take it today. So I got to get a lower dosage so it doesn't cause the same side effects. That's one thing that sucks about dealing with migraines, guys. It really does suck when when you got to go through that nonsense of dealing with a migraine. And oh, it's just the worst, guys. It's the worst. I try not to stress about it because stressing gives me migraines too. So I try to stay cool. I try to stay cool. Oh, Shadow, sleep on your bed, buddy. Why you sleeping? Nothing wrong. Shadow's always acting like he's doing something wrong. He runs, but he didn't do nothing wrong. Shadow doesn't even get hit. I don't know. I guess he got trauma. Like when he was little, since he was the runt, the other dogs would like push him and stuff, and he's like scared ever since. It's okay, Shadow. I know you were the last one born in your peers. Come here. Come here, Shadow. Come here. Come here. Come here, Shadow. Come here. He's so cute. He's doing what Grizzly does. He put his paws all over his face so I can give him kisses and scratch his chin. Dogs love it when you scratch your chin. Grizzly loves it. I guess it's like therapeutic for them. Love you, Shadow. Love you. Vas a tener que abrir la ventana. Yo la cerré por la música porque está haciendo un calor en tu cuarto. Pobre perro está allí sudando. So now I'm downstairs, guys. In in the dining room in a comfortable chair. See, this one has padding. This is wood, not metal. So there we go. See, now you guys can see it better. See, it says T-Mobile right here. See, it says T-Mobile. And right here it says 5GUC. And this is the Moto G Play dummy that was at that AT&T and T and the direct dealer. And Motorola sent them this. That's the crazy part. Motorola sent them that. So, que está 80 aquí dentro. Ese no es el heater que está 80. Ah, no, esa es la temperatura aquí dentro. Si te lo dije, en tu cuarto está haciendo calor. Abre la ventana un poquito. I'll be 29 this year. I'll be 30. Oh, I'm 29. This year I'll be 30. I'm getting old, bro. Oh, you guys are young, man. Enjoy your youth, man. Seriously. When you get older, it sucks. Imagine when I was 35, I had the same injury in my back, right? Where my muscles got swollen. And in 3 weeks, I was good. Look at this. It's almost 2 months, and I'm still dealing with discomfort and pain. So enjoy your 30s, man. Seriously, enjoy your 30s. Cause getting older sucks. Even though my doctor's like, "Oh, you're young," and bro, I'm in pain. Who the hell likes to be in pain? No, nobody wants to be in pain. And the worst thing that could hurt is your back. Like, that's seriously, guys. This is unbearable. I don't even know how to sit right now. To be completely honest with you guys, I can't wait till I start feeling 100% better. Seriously, I cannot wait, guys. I cannot wait. Seriously, I cannot wait. So yeah, guys. So the carriers are doing. Oh look, I can show you guys a speed test right now. My mom left her phone down here. She went over her data, her premium data, and let's see what kind of speed she's getting on T-Mobile postpaid on the S25 Fan Edition. 144 over 44.5. So 144 over 44.5, not bad. And before she used to go down to no speeds. That shit used to crash. And all I did was contact T-Mobile. Well, I didn't even contact Team. No, I did. I did. I contacted them twice or three times, and they were like, "No, da 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 da." You know why they took that off? Because they remembered where I lived at. I didn't even mention. I swear to God, I have never ever threatened no company with the Department of Consumer Affairs in New Jersey. No company. And once the manager got on the phone and they were like, "Hold on, what state do you live at again?" I was like in New Jersey. She put me on hold. She got scared. She was like, "No." So she came back like five. Can I put you on hold real fast? Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, all right, no problem." Boom. She came back on the phone. She was like, "No, no, you have unlimited. I promise you, you have unlimited. Watch, go over your data and speed test, and you'll see." And I'm like, "Yo, but the app, the online service is saying that after 50 gigs, the speeds are going to be reduced to 128 kilobytes, and it's not even giving me that." No, 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 that's an error. That's an error, and they fixed it. And this was last year that I made that live stream, and T-Mobile fixed it. So that's what I'm saying. These carriers are scared, and I'm glad New Jersey protects me as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not fair to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're saying you got unlimited, then you got to have unlimited. You can't lie. Not in the state of New Jersey, because that's misleading and falsified information, and also bait and switch, and also fraud. So you'll get a lot of fines in the state of New Jersey for lying. I am 44. I probably match have to add most fast food offers I can get or less. Oh yeah, bro. But I suffer from migraines because of my head trauma. Because I was hit by with a bottle. That's why this part of my lip is it comes down like this. You see, I had 12 stitches. I had 10 stitches in here and two right here back in 2016. So it's about to be 10 years. It'll be 10 years in July 15th. I'll never forget that day. So when they hit me with a bottle outside the bar, I fell back and I have 14 staples back here. You guys can see that right there. Or where's it at? I can't even feel it no more. Somewhere around here. But you guys can see it. It's like I think it's like right here. I had 14 staples. That's how deep that cut was. Like the skin was flapping down. This was like, and I had a low haircut because that's when I was living in Ohio and I came back to see my kids. And that shit, this right here was just hanging down. This flap of skin was down here. And my friends was like, yo, I can see your skull. That up. That's how deep it was. So they picked it up and they were like clank, clank. And I felt all that because the anesthetic didn't work. And that was at that hospital right there that's being taken down, St. Francis Hospital. That's why I say that it holds dear to my heart. You know, they took care of me every time. When I stabbed myself in the finger in 2024 by mistake, as you guys can see there, they thought I severed my nerves because the knife went through here and it was over here. So they was like, "You're never gonna be able to move that finger again." And thanks God, look at that. My middle finger works. But this was one of the worst pains I ever felt in my life, besides this back pain. Stabbing, getting stabbed, or stabbing yourself by mistake. Oh my God, it's like a burning sensation. The finger felt like it was on fire. It felt like the inside of my finger right here was being cooked. Seriously, like a burning. You know how you check the pan sometimes to see if it's hot, like a dummy? You're not supposed to be doing that. You should just splash a little bit of water on it, and you'll see how you put your finger and you forget, and you're oh my god, oh like that. That's exactly how it feels when you get stabbed inside your. So that's why when I watch these crazy things on living with evil and people being stabbed 43 times and all that stuff, I could only imagine how much pain and suffering and burning and oof, hell no, I don't want to know what that feels like. I don't even know what I did with that knife. It was one of my favorite knives too. I was trying to open a mouthwash and I slipped up. I was like, I got a matter of fact, I got the shorts here and I went to the hospital. Well, I'm gonna show it to you guys. It's funny now because you know I'm a dummy for doing that. I should have never been using a knife to open up a Listerine mouthwash. That was my fault. I was a dodo bird. And anyway, the shorts is gonna say how long ago it was. I hate when YouTube shows me like with my mouth open, like in certain situations. Like if somebody comes to this live stream right now, they're gonna see me with my mouth open. It's crazy. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Give me a second. I'm looking for the video. We're going through my shorts. As a matter of fact, I might as well just screen share so you guys can see what the, I'm looking at. Yeah, bro. So we're up there in age. We're up there in age, bro. You're 44. I'll be 44, 43. We are definitely up there in age, buddy. Millimeter wave. This is when I was showing all speakers on the channel. Oh shoot, that's when I dressed up as the Grinch for Christmas. I was the Grinch. So hold on, we gotta keep. Oh, here we go. This is when I stabbed myself in the finger. You see, that's when I had the paper covering it, and this is when the hospital was up and running, man. Damn.
Okay, guy, quick video for you guys. My iPhone 15.
Oh no, hell no, not that. I don't know where I was at. That loud music was playing. Got to take that off. I don't want no beef with YouTube. So anyway, let's just look at the one from the hospital.
Make sure you're paying attention when you're opening something. I was opening something and I slipped my finger with one of my sharp guys. Make sure you're paying attention when you're opening something. I was opening something and I slipped my finger with one of my sharp knives, and now I'm in the ER. And it sucks. It sucks really bad. I'm in pain. My finger has its own heartbeat.
Hell yeah, and it starts throbbing. Mm.
Ya me lo arreglaron. Esto es como una pega aquí.
So you can see the slice right there.
Ahí fue que
It's
yo
like
me
a
peté
glue.
la cuchilla aquí dentro y me abrí esto. Ya tú sabes. Un dolor total.
I don't know why I swore I talked Spanglish on that video, but I didn't. I like this, but this was meant for mobile, so that's why you guys are gonna see like a little blurry right here because it was meant for mobile. Not, you see it clear on a mobile, but you can still see it real good here. But yeah, shout out to Gemini. That's why I love Gemini. Helped me design this background for the channel. It looks more professional. You know what I'm saying? It looks way more professional. Did I love my Puerto Rican flag? Yeah, because it's my heritage. But I wanted the channel to look more professional. Yeah. So I like the way it looks now. Love the way it looks. But me and see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see how now it has me like this, and then these are the pictures that YouTube will sit here and put on Google. watch, watch. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, but I'm not gonna even do it because I'm logged into my. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Let me Google myself. See, I'm on the thing, so it's gonna show it. Hold on. Watch this. It's funny. Watch this. I'm gonna Google myself. See, it shows my Instagram. It shows my YouTube. It says how many subscribers I got 2 weeks ago. And then watch. I'm gonna show you this. This is embarrassing. So if somebody Googles me and they want to see images, they're gonna see this one, my profile picture that made me look like an anime, and that was AI too. That made me look like an anime. I think that's awesome. But then I got embarrassing pictures here. Watch this. It's not showing it. When you do it from the mobile, it'll show you other pictures. It'll show you, look, it has this screenshot of me doing this live stream right here. This that I put on Instagram, this that I put on Instagram. It shows my new YouTube background, whatever the case may be, my Instagram. But it shows other pictures of me talking to you guys, and then it'll take the picture that I got my mouth open and it'll show it. It's crazy. And look, right now, put this one when I had who was on this live stream? This is on Instagram. I forgot who was on that live stream. But yeah, it's crazy. It is definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. Like crazy as shit, bro. Super crazy. And I think it's awesome. I really do think it's awesome that I can tell somebody Google me and they'll find me on Google. And I'm the only one on YouTube with the name, so I'm smart that way. I always chose a name that nobody else had. So there's no digging through. YouTube doesn't have to dig through the millions and millions of content creators on this platform. Kind of, I try to sound like The Rock. Remember when The Rock used to be like millions and millions of The Rock's fans, the people's champion. Alex, I can't hear you, bro. What you mean? There's something wrong with my speaker? You guys can't hear me? I mean, earlier the computer was going crazy. Let me see. Google. What the hell? My microphone. I mean, it shows on StreamYard that it's working. Let's see. It says privacy settings. Yeah, no, the microphone's on. It says any usage of this device can blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's on. It's on. The microphone's on. I don't know why you say you can't hear me. I can hear you. Okay, so Cody can hear me. I know it because it says on the settings on the computer that allows Google Chrome because I love using Google Chrome over Microsoft Edge. I hate Microsoft Edge. It's trash. And the reason why you guys don't see me with the little mics no more is because it doesn't work on this computer anyway. So the noise cancellation doesn't work. You guys seen the difference when I did the live stream on the iPhone 15, 17 Pro, and I did noise cancellation and it worked compared to on the computer. A big difference. Big, big, big difference. hmm Big difference. And then the camera on here, it just makes me look horrible. Like I'll see the replay and I'm like, damn, the hell that shit made me look old as hell. Like I don't know, man. Shit is crazy. But yeah, guys, I mean, technology's moving forward, and I'm just happy to be here. Seriously, I'm happy to be here, bro. You get the MacBook Neo. I'm out to get that. I gotta save up the money though, Jimmy. Seriously, I gotta save up the money. If T-Mobile had it, then I would be able to finance it. So please, T-Mobile, start letting people finance MacBooks on T-Mobile. What the heck, bro? Seriously, I'm being dead serious. Let people finance MacBook Pros. Alex, are you not old enough? Hold on. Oh, oh man, I feel like with my back being tore up, man, I feel super old. That's serious. My back right now, oh, all this pain and all this, I feel super old. To be completely honest with you guys. And StreamYard stop switching shit, bro. Damn, StreamYard be some nonsense. Let me see something. AT&T.com.
Garcia.
What? I'm doing a live stream.
He's doing a live stream.
Grizzly, come here. No, no, I'm gonna end it pretty soon. They want to watch something downstairs, and I want to go take a shower. Let's see. Phone plans. Let's see if. Oh no, AT&T hasn't launched it. AT&T hasn't launched it. AT&T has not launched it. Yeah. So man, listen, Alex, you go back to nah, not now, bro. I told you I gotta be at 100%. My back has got to stop hurting as much as it does in order for me to feel comfortable enough to be honest with you guys. But I don't know. Listen, the best advice I could give other content creators is stop doing what you're doing to rub people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not good. You know what I'm saying? And usually, what rubs people the wrong way is when you're a fanboy of something and then you talk crap about that because you want to be a fanboy of something else. And the people that love T-Mobile don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like trail, safely on here because when you get under people's skins, I mean, people get your whole channel shut down, and that's not good. Not good at all. Yep, not good at all. That is something serious, dead serious. So you gotta, trail lightly. You can't go from talking good about T-Mobile for 3 years and then all of a sudden now dissing T-Mobile for AT&T because people won't like that. That's why I stay consistent. You know, I stay consistent with mine. If I don't agree with something until the carrier changes my mind, like U.S. Mobile did, then I stand where I stand, and that's what people like. that I'm real and not fake. That's why every time I always say always real, never fake Alex Rawtalk, because it's true. You know what I'm saying? People see you as fake. If I was sitting here talking good about AT&T for the last 3 years, and then all of a sudden AT&T did something or whatever the case may be, or even, it's just crazy how you flip scripts really fast. Seriously, how can a carrier, right? That's like T-Mobile flying me out for the quarterly earnings, and AT&T hasn't done nothing for me, nothing like that, nothing at all for me. And I'm gonna sit here and say, well, T-Mobile needs to do this and T-Mobile needs to do that because the one, what is it called? The one core plan is the best plan ever. No, if I was T-Mobile and T-Mobile watches my live streams, don't invite that person to another quarterly earnings. And you know who I'm talking about. I don't even gotta say no names. You guys just wasted money because now the person is rooting for AT&T, and you don't want flippy floppy people like that. I'm not saying to fly me out because I'm scared of planes. I'm getting ready for this August trip to see if I'm gonna go or not. So it's not because of me. It's just flippy floppy people are not good for business. They're not. If MacBook camera with Apple modem, then yeah, they all should carry it. T-Mobile, AT&T, and T, and Verizon, they should all carry the MacBook Neo. It's only $600. The hell, let you finance it and pay it over 24 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's just people don't understand, right? Like when you brag about T-Mobile flying you in to quarterly earnings on YouTube, right? And then you sit here and you start dogging T-Mobile for AT&T, people are going to see that as disingenuous. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. I mean, you got to tick people off to a certain point where they want to delete your channel or get your channel deleted. Like, that's got to be crazy. That has got to be definitely crazy. And, like I always say, man, this ain't about drama. This is just me as a old head giving advice. So, you know what? You guys know I never had hair in my tongue. Tyrone, you got to stay consistent, bro. You definitely got to stay consistent. I mean, I have you. Well, I don't even remember if I follow you on Twitter, but I seen the tweet you put out saying that your channel was deleted, and I thought you was joking. And when I looked for it, right, it said this channel was deleted for violating terms and conditions. So somebody hacked your channel, and whoever it was, which I don't know who the hell it was, it's probably because of that, bro, because of your inconsistency. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stay consistent. You sat here and you bragged about T-Mobile flying you in for quarterly earnings, but then you sit here and you talk bad about T-Mobile. You talk bad about T-Mobile. So your inconsistency, bro. And another thing that you do that I don't like, you don't find information on your own. Most of the time, you're seeing who else found that information, and then you try to act like it's your own. Like, you'll go to Sneed's channel, you'll see whatever Sneed talked about, and then you'll regurgitate it on your channel and try to make it as your own. Instead of just saying, look, I found this article, I was scrolling YouTube, and shout out to Sneed Mobile Tech. He talked about it. Now I want to talk about it. Oh, you don't do that at all. You sit here and you try to put your own twist to it and act like you found out the information when you actually didn't. You actually did not, bro. So, you know, you talking, like I said before, you brag about talking to customer service at a corporate store, and I can brag about actually talking to corporate freaking marketing for AT&T while you're sitting here talking to AT&T's employees. I'm talking to the people that run the program and run the plans and do the promoting and want to do this and want to do that. So all this kissing butt you to AT&T for what? Did they offer you a sponsorship, Tyrone, like they did to me? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, son. I don't think so. And that's seriously why I unsubscribe from your channel and I stopped supporting you because you just you like taking other people's content and not even finding out through other people and not even giving them no props. None at all. I sit here and if somebody Sneak says something, I'll play his video here, giving him respect. Like, look, this is what my brother from another mother Sneak said. And I even say it on the live streams. I don't sit here and regurgitate what Sneak says and not give him no props because that's just being fake. When you got to take somebody else's content and come out with it's something that burns my skin. It really bothers me at a level that you won't even comprehend. Okay. And I just got to call you out on your BS, son. Like I said, you must have rubbed people the wrong way when they sat here and hacked your channel. I mean, I don't rub people the wrong way because I'm honest. This is me. People know this is me. Like I never sat here and sugarcoated nothing. When T-Mobile does things that are wrong, I come at T-Mobile. When AT&T does things that are wrong, I come at AT&T. When Verizon does things that are wrong, see, I stay consistent, not you. T-Mobile flew you into quarterly earnings. Do you know? And I want to give you advice, right? Because I don't think you really know T-Mobile corporate like you think you do. Because you were flown in Tyrone to a quarterly earnings. Do you know because they did that for you? If you talk too much trash, they can have your whole channel deleted, and YouTube won't give it back to you. They will not give it back to you because T-Mobile will show YouTube's legal team, their lawyers. We flew this jackass in, and now he's defaming us and making us look bad in front of his 22,000 subscribers, which we don't appreciate. So you won't be able to get your channel back after that one, son. I can guarantee you that. YouTube is gonna be like, nope. Tech Life do a lot of check bait. Yeah, click. Yeah, yeah. He does. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no hair in my tongue, bro. I used to like your content years ago when I was living in Ohio. I was subscribed to your channel, bro. And this is years ago. Imagine years ago. And you just like flipped the script. You turned into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You got to meet people because of other people, and then you just did a whole 360. Did a whole 360. Like, I don't know, bro. I stay real. That's why we said on my live streams, always real, never fake. One thing you don't do too, you never showed your face. All you do is basically screen recordings. That's all you do. That is all you do. So sometimes I sit here and think, like, why do people subscribe to a channel where the person has not shown their face, where the person just does screen recordings, and that's it? Like, I don't get it. I mean, it doesn't violate the terms and conditions because you don't have to show your face. But I'm just saying, you owe it to the people that are basically being faithful to you and subscribing to your channel. And that's just me being brutally honest. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand this, Tyrone. You're what, 20 something years old, bro? I'm 43. That means while I was sitting here having a kid, you wasn't even thought of yet. That's what that means. So of course I'm gonna have more knowledge than you. So you just need to relax, bro. You need to relax. If you find something on Snee's channel, it doesn't hurt to say, "Yo, uh, got this information," which swinging by, scrolling through YouTube. Shout out to the homie Sneed. And da 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 da. Because it's just crazy, bro. It is crazy what you do. It is really crazy, you know. And that's it. And I'm not taking shots at you or anything like that. I'm just telling you the truth. Like T-Mobile watches my shit, and T-Mobile, that's serious. You guys should not have anything to do with Tyrone from Tech Life. Don't sponsor him. Don't give him shit. Don't fly him to no more quarterly earnings. He could find out like everybody else. He wants to stay tuned in. He can watch it through the TV on YouTube or however the hell you guys decide to do it. But don't give him no more chances. The guy's a snake. You guys fly him out, and he's over here trash talking. Oh, Timo, I'm not really taking shots at you guys. I'm not really taking shots at you guys. But you need to do something to respond to this one plan, the one connect plan from AT&T. Christy, when that plan is straight trash. The one connect plan from AT&T is straight dumpster fire garbage. That's exactly what the hell that plan is. Dumpster fire garbage.
Ahorita se llevó la batería.
See? See?
No se llevó el aire, ¿verdad?
No.
Entonces ya me hizo sacar eso para no ir.
Hmm. So, the one connect plan from AT&T is not the best plan. You got to bring your own Apple Watches. You got to bring your own phone. They don't give you no discount. They don't give you no upgrade. They don't give you shit. So how is that great? You see the difference between me and you, bro? I met corporate from AT&T at the store because I happened to be at that store at the same time they came in. Okay? And I'm not sitting here kissing butt. I'm not you. Yeah, the AT&T One Connect plan is the best plan ever. No, I told them straight up to their faces. I'm like, when you guys do something I don't like, I talk about it. Simple as that. Well, we can't stop you, Alex. You're right. You can speak your mind, freedom of speech. I can't be mad at you if you don't like something that we do. The corporate person said just like that to my face. Somebody that's making probably like 300, 500,000 a year. The head of marketing, the head of marketing, and sits there and tells me, I can't stop you from speaking your mind on YouTube. And I'm not saying here, yo, since you're here, can I talk to you about sponsoring one of my videos or one of my live streams? I'm not, not you, and I'll never be you. That if I was you, you would have like, can you turn around so I can kiss your butt? Yeah, man, I want you to sponsor my next 5 videos. Do you do live streams? No. Why do you think these companies don't reach out to you to sponsor you when you got freaking 22,000 subscribers? I'll tell you. Because you're not marketable. You don't show your face. You hide behind screen recordings. That's all you do. That's all you do. So how can you call yourself Tech Life Channel when all you do is hide yourself behind screen recordings? People can find how many screen recordings? What, 1,000, 2,000 screen recordings? No live stream. And the live streams that you did hop on when you were invited with Sneed and Moose and everybody else, you were still hiding your face. So it's like, bro, you're not a freaking hand model. You're not somebody that, oh my God, I gotta hide my face because I'm so famous that people are gonna harass me. That's exactly how you're acting. You're acting like if you were freaking Eminem, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Daddy Yankee, Bad Bunny, and he wanted a break from social media and he just shut everything out and he just wanted to stay at his house and he didn't want nobody bothering him. That's how you're acting. And you're not even at that level. You're not even at that level, son. So I'm gonna tell you, bro, if you keep going the way you're going, you're not gonna make it. All you're gonna do is get so much backlash that, you're scared. I mean, I could imagine. That's why you don't want to show your face. You don't want people clowning you, making memes of you, and all that. I don't really care, bro. I don't really care. That's the difference between me and you. You feel me? I grew up in the hood. You grew up in the suburbs. That's a big, big difference. You know, me growing up in the hood. Héctor, estoy haciendo un vivo y eso me fastidia a los chavos de
Yo no lo voy
YouTube.
a subir. Yo lo dejo bajito.
Es que se escucha, la computadora se escucha todo. Yeah, y después me tumban esta mierda. So that's the biggest difference. That is the hugest difference here. That I don't care. I don't kiss nobody's butt, and I'm never gonna kiss nobody's butt because I don't care if you make more money than me. You feel me? The guy that pulled up to that AT&T and T and the reg dealer to say how good they were selling and promoting their products and shit. That guy was driving a brand new Mercedes that cost like $120,000, and I'm not even joking. And I wasn't sitting here kissing his butt. If I would have been Tyrone from Tech Life, I would have been all up in his butt kissing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between me and other people, bro. That's the biggest difference between me and you. You feel me? You want to hide behind screen recordings. Like, I don't know. Listen, guys, to all 22,000 of his subscribers, you might as well listen to Sneed. Sneed is more knowledgeable than freaking Tyrone. Sneed has common sense that Tyrone doesn't have. And Sneed tells you the breakdown of these things way better than Tyrone. Dead up. That's why I stopped freaking shouting out Tyrone years ago. Years ago, I stopped shouting out Tyrone's channel because he doesn't look for his own stuff. Sneed is better. Yeah, he is, bro. Sneed is way better than Tyrone. Way, way better than Tyrone. Way better. I mean, look at Sneed. Sneed loves Verizon, but when Verizon does things that are bad, what he does, he calls them out. He calls them out. Tyrone is Tech Life. Yeah, Tyrone from Tech Life. Like the dude never showed his face. Like that's crazy. Like after 22,000 subscribers, you've been fighting to get higher number. You're still gonna hide your face and just do screen recordings. Like that's just to me, I swear to God, to me and just me, is mind blowing. It is mind blowing to see somebody that has so many subscribers and wants to hide over screen recordings. That's like if I never did a live stream. But at least you guys see my hands. You guys hear my voice. You see me speed testing the phone. You see my tattoos in the freaking video. But this dude is just completely hiding. Yeah, bro. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just speaking facts. Tyrone just needs to change his ways. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy that his channel got hacked, and then it got deleted by YouTube. He was lucky. It was a miracle. I'm gonna say this. It was a miracle that he got his channel back. That's how I'm gonna put it. So you better thank God, okay? Because not everybody's as fortunate as you, okay? Because years ago, when somebody deleted my channel, this is years ago, and I'm talking about years ago. This is when I was living in Ohio. That I made a channel coming at what's his name? At the guy that I recommend here, and he doesn't do that many live streams anymore. What's his name? Magic Tech Reviews. Magic Tech Reviews homies got my channel deleted. And I was mad. I had around 7,000 subscribers on that channel. And was I able to get it back? Hell no. YouTube was like, man, you violated the terms and conditions, and they hacked my channel, his peoples, and they did a number on my channel. They put porn on there. I was so mad. They put all this stuff. And since that's in the past, I don't really care about that. And I know Magic Tech Review doesn't care about that either. I'm talking about this was like back in 2015, 2014. You know what I'm saying? And I was not able to get that channel back. So you're lucky. It was a miracle that you got your channel back. So you should be keeping your nose clean, bro. Do I like what, broski? You know, so it's facts, bro. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the only one hiding, bro. Everybody else does not hide. Does not hide. I don't know why you hide so much. I mean, you act like you a double agent. I'm finding out information from T-Mobile to give it to AT&T. I'm finding out information from AT&T and T and Verizon to give it to T-Mobile. That's how you really act, bro. You really act like you a double agent out here for these cell phone companies. It's crazy, bro. I'm serious. Like I don't just giving you advice, dog. Not coming at you on giving you advice from an old head. You feel me? You a young boy. You gotta smarten up. You know what I'm saying? One day you're gonna have to show your face to your subscribers. Now they're gonna start dropping like flies. One day they're gonna want a receipt. Yo, all these damn years, who the hell are you? Why you never showed your face? Why you never do a live stream? Like it's crazy. Seriously, your whole freaking channel's full of screen recordings. I wonder if you would have been a YouTuber if there was enough. The phones would have never got screen recording. How the hell was you gonna do it then? You would have never been a YouTuber then. Yes, he said he's been knowing about AT&T new plans. Man, listen, the guy lied. He found that information through Sneed Mobile Tech about the new Elite plan because Sneed found the information first. And of course, since his channel was shut down because it was hacked, okay, and YouTube gave it back to him, um, he sat here and said, "Oh, guys, I've been holding this information. Yeah, the Elite 2.0, blah 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 blah." Shut up, bro. You didn't know nothing about that. Then of course he's gonna make up. Oh yeah, the store is getting the training. You're a damn liar. I was at the store today, and not even the indirect dealers have got training for the Elite 2.0 plan. So, bro, just bullshit. All you do is bullshit. All you do is bullshit. And since you like the bullshit, next time that I'm at the AT&T corporate store, that they're cool with me, the dudes that work there are Arabic, I swear to you on everything that I love, I'm gonna ask him if I could record in the store. And while I'm recording, I'm gonna ask him, "Yo, did you hear about the 2.0?" And when he says what 2.0 elite plan, that plan's been out since 2023. That plan doesn't exist. You're gonna look like the biggest jackass on YouTube since you swear the stores are getting the training on it. The stores are getting the training on the 2.0. A matter of fact, I want to make fun of you. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I call the AT&T corporate store that I'm talking about while I'm live streaming with you guys. That's gonna be tomorrow's to make Tyrone look stupid. So you guys can know that I'm not playing around and that he got that information from Sneed. Because of course he's gonna lie. He's another one. He's another one. Just like the other one. I was the one who found out first about I forgot what it was. What information was it? Was it Cricket, Boost Mobile? It was something. Something about a carrier that I said it first on my live stream, and then Stenson Duggan put it on his YouTube channel. And once again, nothing. Acted like he found out the information himself when they got it off my channel. And that's what I don't like. Like that's exactly what grinds my gears. I'm gonna take from all that, a old school show on Nickelodeon, all that. If you're old school, you know what all that is. That's where Keenan and Kel came from in Good Burger from that show, all that. There was an episode where the girl would say, "This grinds my gears," and that's what grinds my gears. People finding information from other people and then just acting like they got the information on their own. Oh yeah, it was the Metro's $35 plan that brings hotspot. That's exactly what Stetson Dougie got it from my live stream. Remember, I was the first one to report it. Remember, I said it on my live stream. Guys, Bobby, I mean, TJ, all of you guys were here when I was doing that shit. You know, Booker. Booker was here. Everybody. I think even Oscar. Oscar was in a live stream too. Oscar was in a live stream. When I said, look, guys, I was showing you guys the $25 plan that I got, and then I showed you guys the new one. Oh shit, there's $35. Why? And then it said hotspot included. And then 5 days later, guess what? Magically, Stetson Duggan comes out with a video showing the plan. Saying, look at what I just found. Bullshit. He got it from my channel. He put it on his channel and just wrote me off like he never seen it here. So that's what I don't like. And that's exactly what Tyrone does with Sneed. He watches Sneed's videos, finds out the information, drags it onto his people, and doesn't give Sneed a shout out. I saw AT&T's new calling plans from SMT. The new AT&T Plus are experience and yeah, but they're still trash, Joseph. The Elite 2.0, like Sneeze said, is going to cost around $110. That's not a little bit of money, guys. $110? That's why I can't wait for that plan to come out so I could dissect it for you guys. That's going to be very interesting. I am definitely going to dissect it for you guys. But tomorrow's going to make or break Tyrone. And I'm gonna tell them, I'm like, yeah, there's a YouTuber named Tyrone from Tech Life, just in case you want to go, find him on YouTube. He's saying that you guys got the training for the Elite 2.0 plan, which is the newest plan that's gonna be around $110 a month. So I want to know if that's true. Did you guys get that training for it? And as soon as that rep says, no, I didn't even know that existed, you got more information than I do. So that person is lying, falsifying information. Never even heard of that plan. I know the old plan that had HBO Max, but not that new one. I had I heard about in news said DSS there's a copy strike takedown. Yeah, there was a copy strike takedown. He got, bro, his whole channel got taken down. It wasn't even a copy strike. Like he violated every terms of conditions that you could think about on YouTube, and his channel was taken down. But he said on Twitter that he got hacked, and that's why it happened. So that's why his channel went down. But hold on, I was gonna take a look at something else, and then I forgot. It slipped my mind. I forgot what the hell I was gonna take a look at. Seriously, I forgot. Lately, persons is going full. No, nothing about what you're saying. Yeah, TJ, you was here, bro. You was here when I broke the news about the new Metro plan. And Stetson Duckett took it 3 days later and ran with it like if he found it. And then he even tweeted about it. I didn't tweet about it. That's the only thing I didn't do. But he tweeted about it. Oh, look what I found on the Metro website. Lies, lies, lies. That's what I'm saying. Guys, I noticed, trust me, way bigger content creators than me, like Stetson Duckett, that find the information from me and run with it. Seriously, run with it. Like if they found the information. You know what I'm saying? Just like this, right here. I showed you, I was the first one to make this video. Get great deals on 5G phones when you move to T-Mobile. It's all over a Metro's page, you see? Get a free 5G phone when you move to T-Mobile. When you move to T-Mobile, you're a member. Hold on. You're a member with something status from the day one. That means you'll stay on the same great network and get even more exclusive benefits and amazing value you can't find anywhere else. Plus, T-Mobile Experience Plus comes with a 5-year price guarantee on talk, text, and data. You see? So all I need now, right? That I even made a video of this a couple of days back with you guys. I made a screen recording video. All I need now is for Stetson Duggett to come out with it, put it on Twitter, and then say he found it. Oh my God, guys! Look, breaking news! Metro's trying to T-Mobile's trying to test their Metro by T-Mobile customers to switch to T-Mobile, and that's what he'll do. He won't say, "Well, one of my subscribers seen it on Alex Rawtalk." Shout out! No, he won't say none of that shit. He'll keep that shit to himself, like he found it or one of his subscribers. Out of here, bro. That's why I was mad that day, guys, because I seen somebody sent me the Stetson video. They were like, "Look, this dude just took your shit, ran with it, and didn't even say nothing about you." This is the page that I was on. I was like, "Look, guys, you could get 6 months of the $40 plan for $20. 120 is not bad. We got the $25 plan with that's 30 with auto pay, 25 with auto pay, 30 without auto pay that my daughter pays $30, and now we got this one." I was like, "Why is this one $35 and 30 with auto pay?" And then I looked up, it said hotspot included. Oh wow, guys, you get 10 gigs of hotspot. This is really worth it. And then 3 days later, Stetson Duggett comes out with this video talking specifically about the plan that I talked about 72 hours before, without saying anything about me, acting like he found it. Hey Alex, what's up, Booker? What's good, bro? Is Tyrone getting hacked? Oh, Tyrone got hacked, bro, because people just don't like him anymore. I mean, that's the only reason why you would get hacked. You know what I'm saying? Because he's too wishy-washy. Like I said, T-Mobile flies him out to quarterly earnings, and then the guys over here talking trash about T-Mobile. Oh, T-Mobile needs to come out with a core plan because the core plan from AT&T is the best plan ever. Dude, get a life, dude. Get a life. And T-Mobile's trying to get you on this cricket internet. I'm sorry, Metro internet. Oh shoot! I said cricket internet. I'm falling off. You can tell I'm tired. Falling off. But yeah, guys. So listen, this ain't about drama. This is facts, bro. Facts. Facts that people do stuff that I don't like. That grinds my gears. I think from now on, when people get me mad, I'm just gonna have a episode on the live stream. When you guys hear me say I'm gonna talk about grinding my gears, you already know I'm gonna mention another content creator. And most likely it's either gonna be Tyrone or Stetson Duggett. Because they do the same. They both do the same. So like I said, wait for it. That's serious. You think I'm joking? Go to Stetson video in the next couple of days if he didn't already do it, and watch him say, "Oh, look on the Metro now on the Metro by T-Mobile home internet page, you can see a link that tells you to switch over to T-Mobile postpaid." I've been talking about that since last year. Since last year, I showed you guys that shit. But the only difference between those two people that you're talking about, one actually shows his face, yep, and the other one doesn't. You're right about that because Stetson does not hide. So my salute out to Stetson. He deserves all the subscribers he got. He worked hard for that. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't like it that his subscribers tweet him out something that they seen here, and then he runs with it. That's all. But you're right about that, TJ. He definitely doesn't hide his face like Tyrone does. This is Tyrone from Tech Life. Tyrone who? Tyrone, bitch. You're a voice. You're a voice with no face, no structure. You're just a voice. This is Tyrone from Tech Life. That's crazy, guys. That's one thing that grinds my gears. Somebody that just doesn't show their face and does screen recording gets up to 22,000 subscribers. That is beyond me. Really beyond me. Really, let me see how many subscribers Sneed got now. Because Sneed should definitely have way more subscribers than freaking Tyrone. Way more subscribers than Tyrone. Let's see, Sneed. Right here, Sneed Mobile Tech. The homie. Oh, okay. Sneed is almost at 30,000. That's what I expected. 30,500. And Sneed deserves it, man. He deserves to have more. In all reality, I feel like Sneed should have already like a million subs, to be completely honest. But that's the problem, guys. When you're too real, people dislike you for it. They really do. Oh shit. I just noticed Sneed's picture. He's smiling and he got his suit on. You feel me? Real content creators don't hide their face. T-Mobile no more, but we hold on. I want to play this last this. Oh, I want to show you. This is what I was talking about. Hold on, guys. If I get opinion to finally for companies as great all of yeah, I don't be honest, guys, I don't think I would ever take a sponsorship from a carrier. From a cell phone manufacturer, yeah, but from a carrier, I don't think so. I seriously don't. I don't think I would do that. Carriers have like more restrictions on what you can say. This just needs Noah's video. Let's see what he's talking about here.
All right, folks. These concepts are always so difficult to manage, right? Because whenever we discuss the uncarrier, it's like a relic of the past, right? It's something that has long been gone, and we've highlighted and made video content time and time again that as T-Mobile has changed and evolved, that uncarrier spirit, while they say it's still there and T-Mobile continues to brand it, it's become an advertising ploy and more of a scam and kind of fraudulent in their claims. And I use those terms loosely because yes, there was a time where they were the uncarrier and they did uncarrier things addressing customer pain points, but they no longer actually create solutions for customer pain points. T-Mobile is contributing to customer pain points, and they're doing things that both Verizon and AT&T historically have done in the past and continue to do, right? I'm not saying and absolving them of anything. The industry is going to do industry things. But an article from Anam here, I'll link it for you guys so you can read more of the details. But I want to take a look at some of the elements in his writing because I don't know if I necessarily agree with the entirety of his position. T-Mobile no longer trying to be Un-carrier, but a successor has emerged. Okay, so that means someone else within the industry is replacing, usurping T-Mobile as the Un-carrier, which I don't see it that way because I don't think there's really a carrier doing that. But let's hear what Anam has to say, I suppose. Okay, so he claims it is AT&T. AT&T is the new Un-carrier. My pushback to that would be, well, why do you say that, right? What's your reasoning for it? I think that's important. Well, his claim is that AT&T is now in a position to where they're the weakest of the three based on customer count, which makes them, I guess, a little bit more desperate and a little bit more the fighting spirit to compete, to garner growth and to add customers, to close that gap between that discrepancy of how many customers they have. In and of itself, I don't agree with that position. Just because you have less subscribers doesn't mean you're 3 of 3 relative to the bottom line, which is operating revenues, free cash flows, and just big business aspects, right? Corporate type metrics or whatever. I also think about network size and how many, broadband you have in your segment in terms of subscribers. Like, what weakness does AT&T have in respect to that? Do we really care that much about the number of lines that a company has if 1/3 of them are free? So I don't even really look at it that way. To me, paid subscribers is a much more valuable metric than total lines on the network, in which 1/3 of them could be free and unpaid. So that's kind of how I look at it. But anyways, the T-Mobile One Connect, or excuse me, the AT&T One Connect plan, the monthly subscription service that bundles home internet and wireless service into a single flat rate fee. The individual plan at $90 out the door, tax and fees included. The duo at $120, right? The family at $225 with like up to 20 connections, 10 voice lines, 10 connected devices, watches, tablets. The value there, if it's really just about connectivity, is industry leading. But what does it actually mean? Like, what does this make them uncarrier? Well, it has one thing about it that's uncarrier, and that's the all-inclusive pricing. Does that mean AT&T automatically catapults into an uncarrier? Absolutely not. It is an element of carrier because that's what T-Mobile used to do. T-Mobile used to have all-inclusive pricing, and people loved it, especially for people who lived in places where the tax and fees were incredibly high. You think about places like Chicago or New York City or LA, where a lot of those things are elevated. People were like all in with T-Mobile pricing. So AT&T does something really good there, right? By having all-inclusive pricing. But I don't think that automatically makes you uncarrier. It makes that thing uncarrier-like. So, and obviously he highlights the T-Mobile Premium Evolution, and I'm with him there. T-Mobile has the industry's most expensive plans. They do. Those experience plans are very high. One of those plans, I think, is almost $105. And tax and fees are not included, right? So you have to consider those things. T-Mobile has been obviously changing promotions. Only certain lines on the account are available for upgrades and promotions on phones. AT&T has made costs better on the low end, meaning entry-level pricing for customers that want like the bare minimum connectivity. AT&T seems to be catering to that customer. They still have their premium offers, but they do have kind of like customers at the bottom where they may take share in that sense. AT&T adding customers on home internet and wireless through the One Connect plan. Meanwhile, Verizon has been dropping prices on multiple line accounts. They've been dropping prices, giving out free fiber through Frontier for 6 months. I mean, if you ask me, in some respects, Verizon has been doing uncarrier things. In some respects, I think AT&T has been doing some uncarrier things. But I can't sit there and say with certainty AT&T is this new uncarrier. I can't say the same thing about Verizon. While they're addressing some things, I can't call them the new uncarrier. Yeah. And T-Mobile has abandoned the uncarrier, spirit. It's not there anymore. They say it, but they don't do it. And of course, doing is real life. Saying is just.
Sneed, to break it down to you, Jimmy, Sneed is somebody that I've been subscribed to for years. I'm talking about years. When I was living in Ohio, I was watching Sneed. And I didn't even know he lived in Ohio at the time. You know what I'm saying? He lives in Cleveland. I lived in Ashtabula, around 50 minutes away from each other. Sneed is a great content creator. He breaks it down to you like he's saying right now that this guy on this article is saying that AT&T is the new uncarrier because they have done uncarrier like things, but they're not the new uncarrier. T-Mobile was the uncarrier because they're the first ones to break out of contracts. They were the first ones to have truly unlimited data or unlimited data in general. So we have unlimited data because of John Ledger, aka John Legend. We have zero contracts because of John Ledger, aka John Legend, the CEO of T-Mobile. That CEO that was the CEO of T-Mobile, and John Ledger was the one who it became an uncarrier. John Ledger would be spunky. He would go for runs. You would see him talking on Periscope, which Elon Musk bring that shit back to TikTok. I mean, sorry, to Twitter. There was a lot of things that he did for T-Mobile that made it an uncarrier. Uncarrier was making, like Sneed just said, every plan from postpaid to business taxes and fees included. Even prepaid at the time had taxes and fees included. So all across the board, taxes and fees included. That's what made T-Mobile uncarrier. And Snead is a bright, you know, uh, young man because he is younger than me, and he's smart, and he's also a teacher. He's a high school teacher. So Snead is very, very, very smart, and that's who Snead is. Jimmy, somebody I look up to. He's knowledgeable. He can break things down for you, and where you can clearly understand them, and there shouldn't be no comprehension where you don't understand what he's saying.
Is just advertising and marketing. Folks, we don't have an uncarrier. That's the bottom line. There isn't one. There's just two companies in Verizon and AT&T who are doing certain things that may appear to be uncarrier in nature, but they don't do it across the board. What T-Mobile used to do was every single customer was impacted by these uncarrier moves, helping them addressing pain points. AT&T is doing uncarrier things where it works for them, where they can pull it off. Verizon's doing it where they can find a way to do it. They're not doing it across all aspects of the business. There's too much debt at these companies. There's too many assets on leverage. There's too many operational headwinds. They can't do it. T-Mobile's given up on it. They've completely abandoned it. If you're looking for something on carrier, it actually is you. You have to do the uncarrier things by shopping and taking advantage of the best promos, the best plan prices, the most value, and finding ways to save money. I would recommend looking at US Mobile as a potential replacement if you're looking for uncarrier things, because they have pricing that's going to be competitive month to month or annual plans, or if you're looking for like the Starlink internet solution, and that's prepaid and doesn't require any type of credit pull. The pricing is more attractive. Look, and I'm not telling you how to spend your money. You're going to do what's best for you. Mint Mobile's got a bundle deal now. Yeah, you got to pay for it up front for a year, but if you're looking for the best deals, this is the type of negotiations you have to have. All I'm saying is this. T-Mobile starting the uncarrier movement through the 2010s does not exist anymore. And it can't. There's too much leverage and debt at these companies. But some of the companies, and I named Verizon and AT&T because they're moving in a different direction, they've become more competitive. Meanwhile, T-Mobile's kind of like backing away from a lot of those things. So I agree with Anam in the sense that T-Mobile is not the uncarrier anymore. But I'm not just going to say AT&T is the new one. They're doing one offer with one thing that is like its uncarrier.
Correct.
It takes more than that to be uncarrier. We're not going to be throwing around the word uncarrier like it's, just willy-nilly. That is a very profound and bold statement when you describe a company as being uncarrier. I don't think that carrier exists anymore, personally. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, though. Drop me some comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out some more videos.
I believe Snead. There is no uncarrier. After John left T-Mobile, it was gone. It was completely gone. And this is what I was talking about yesterday. This right here. Listen to this.
All right, folks. We've got mega breaking news. Huge, massive deal. I'm going to tell you guys why it's such a big deal and what it probably means for us, the industry, all those types of things. But let's start first with the news. Deborah and Akash have the story from Reuters. I'll link you guys. I got you. It's in the description. Amazon to buy satellite firm Globalstar in $11.57 billion deal to take on Musk's Starlink. All right, so the news here is that Amazon is agreeing to acquire Globalstar, valued, as I named previously. This, in turn, will bolster Amazon LEO satellite network build-out. Right, this is essentially them acquiring an asset that must be much further along in the development and the building of technologies for satellite operations in which Amazon wants to start their endeavor. You guys know about Amazon LEO, formerly known as Kuiper, and they want to compete directly with SpaceX Starlink. This is a 100% correlation, causation, reaction. 100% for sure. So this is going to enable Amazon to offer direct-to-device satellite services. Estimated time frame is placed around 2028. This will be Globalstar's spectrum, Globalstar's infrastructure, and obviously their technical, operational, and deployable expertise. Now, separately, Amazon and Apple have an agreement in place for the iPhone and Apple Watches to be able to connect to satellite features like emergency SOS messaging by satellite, the Find My feature, the roadside assistance, all that stuff. But this is obviously going to take a next level. In terms of the technical part of this, which is the investor side, Global Star shareholders would have the option to take $90 per share in cash or a value of 0.3210 shares of Amazon stock, with cash capped at 40% of total shares. So people are probably going to take the Amazon stock. I think a lot of people would, actually. I mean, I guess I can't speak for everybody, but that would seem to make the most sense. I don't think Amazon's going anywhere. The transaction is expected to close in 2027.
Yeah,
But obviously has to go through
right.
regulatory paces and approvals and many different satellite deployment milestones. But Global Star has 24 operational satellites. They have tons of licensed spectrum that they're able to deploy and utilize over 120 countries. And they can integrate this into the Amazon Leo network, which already has 200 satellites deployed. And that number should continue to increase. You're going to have a lot of capital available now to put towards these technologies, developments, and deployments. Okay, so obviously we could talk about the interoperability of Amazon Leo and Global Star. I don't think it's worth having a conversation at this point in time. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Global Star obviously improves Amazon's D2D service, the non-terrestrial network to the devices, our phones and stuff like that. That's huge. I think really here it's kind of more so the regulation part of this. There's going to be a lot of different entities that have to approve. I don't think it's going to be trouble with the major regulators. Like, to me, the FCC, I don't think they're going to mind. I don't think they care, honestly.
And to be honest, I don't think nobody else should care. To be completely honest with you guys, I don't think nobody else should care about the whole situation. Because if they sit here and let, excuse me, guys, if they sit here and let Disney do a monopoly, then they shouldn't be blocking nobody else from buying nobody else. Shouldn't be blocking Amazon from trying to improve their satellite competition with Elon Musk. And yes, bro, to answer your question, yeah, it's not just for new customers, for existing customers. This is the notification that I got on Apple.
Hey guys, you know what it is? It's your boy Alex Rawtalk coming at you guys with another shorts. Look at the price increase that's happening on your subscription to YouTube Premium, or YouTube Premium. So it's going up. YouTube Premium is going up from $18.99 per month plus taxes and fees to $20.99 per month with taxes and fees starting May 8th, 2026. So they are going up by how much? 19.20. It's going up by basically $2.
So yeah, bro, to answer your question, this is for everybody. It's not just for new customers. I wish it would have just been for new people, but no, it's for everybody. So May 8th, my price goes up from 18.99 to 20.99. And I'm still gonna pay it. You guys might ask why. Because I do love watching movies on YouTube without ads, especially wrestling. They have a lot of wrestling on YouTube. And I like watching it ad free. So that's why I pay for it. So that's why you didn't see no ads on Sneed's videos, because I got YouTube Premium. Now, if not, we would have seen ads through his videos. As soon as I played one of his videos, one ad would have popped up. But since I got YouTube Premium, no ads pop up. I have the family plan now. It's 26.99. Oh, okay. Wow. Jesus. So it's gonna go up by $2. So it'll be 28.99. So you'll be over $30 with taxes. Because with taxes, I'll be at like 22.50. Yeah. So guys, it is what it is. But Jimmy had asked me who was Sneed. Sneed is a great content creator. Just like my other brother from another mother, Carlos S. Tech, is another great content creator. That's the homie right there. You know, Carlos know I love him like a brother. Carlos is the reason I'm getting to test out T, what's it called? My God. T priority. You know, T priority. because Carlos is a Navy SEAL. So, you know, military gets the privilege of having tea party. So he was like, Alex, you want to try it out? Make a couple of videos for your channel. I'm like, hell yeah, bro, let me get that. So Carlos has text my brother from another mother is the reason why I'm getting to make these videos for you guys and show you the party on Tea Priority, which now is later. So let me see something. I'm gonna test out Tea Party right now. It's 12:13 a.m. here in the East Coast, baby, baby. So let's see what kind of speeds you get right now before I end this live stream. Mm-mm. Now it's giving me 600. It's going to be 680, 691 over. I'm going to speed test all of them on the team mobile network. So this is T priority right here, 691 over 81.6. Yeah, 81.6. Verizon has a YouTube Premium add-on. Yeah, I wish I didn't even know that. Now we're gonna do T-Mobile Business, T-Mobile BSDS, BSDS. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So we got 556 with T-Mobile Business over 46, 45, 46.5. Okay, and this is T-Mobile Business on the iPhone 17 Pro. Okay, now we're gonna do T-Mobile postpaid. My mom's line. I'm about to put her phone on charge. Is at 32%. To put it to charge. That's why she left it down here. You know, I put it to charge for her. Her charger's down here anyway. So we got 455. No, 453, right? No, 423, sorry. Over 35. Oh shit, you're off the hook, bro. You are off the hook. 423 over 50. I'm sorry, 29.6. What the hell am I talking about? Now let's do Boost Mobile. Boost it up. Boost Mobile on the T-Mobile network. Shh, Christine, be quiet, bro. Christine, come here. Come here. Look, Christine. Love this dog. He's super nosy. He wants to see what I'm eating. Christine, come here. 487 over 29.9. So around the same speed as T-Mobile postpaid. Now let's do the Lightspeed network. I'm gonna leave Metro for last. We are gonna do the Lightspeed US Mobile on Lightspeed on the 14 Pro. 14 Pro 256. I bought blue cases for the the purple phones. Now they look blue. Okay. So we got 460? 460 over 95. And this is non-standalone, guys. Non-standalone. So 460 over 95.1. 92.1, I'm sorry. 92.1. Oh yeah, that's my dog. I love my dog. And now we go with Metro. Metro by T-Mobile. NC. Here we go. 464 over, so 464 over 82.5. So besides T-Mobile priority, like I said, shout out to my brother from another mother Carlos S Tech for letting me use it. We got 691 over 81.6. And then T-Mobile Business on the 17 Pro, we got 556 over 46.2. We got Metro with 464 over 82.5. We got T-Mobile postpaid with 420, what is it? 423 over 29.6. And we got Boost Mobile with 487 over 29.9. And we got Lightspeed with 460 over 91, so 92.1. So the one with the best uploads was basically Lightspeed. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because T Priority and Metro with the upload speed was really close. So yep. Yep. But guys, I'm about to warm up some pizza. My brother, they gift them pizza at work. So I'm about to warm up some pizza, watch TV, then go take a shower, go take it down. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys for the last 2 hours and 38 minutes. Ricky's still down YouTube where he has time for a new life. Oh yeah, Ricky doesn't have time for YouTube like that no more. This guy be working a lot. For real. Ricky be putting them hours in. A smart, intelligent man. Yep. But yeah, guys, other than that, stay tuned for the video. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. I'm about to upload it now. And YouTube, I hope we don't have no problems because of my intro. Good Lord. All my intros have non-copyrighted tracks. So I don't understand why. But anyway. See, that's a non-copyrighted track. So I'm gonna stay on the live stream so you guys can see what I'm talking. Watch me. AT&T still powering a hospital that's being demolished just so I can have 5G plus and everybody else too. Hold on, AT&T still powering a hospital that's being demolished just so I can have 5G plus and everybody else too. So I'm just gonna take 5G plus the word plus out. I don't know why it writes that. It's just the plus sign. Boom, there, and everybody else too. Let me see if it'll let me write the TL, or it'll say that it's too many letters. Two. There we go. We're at 100. Boom. Now I'm uploading the video. And it's in 4K. Uploading the video using T-Mobile 5G UC. That's why I've been using a lot of data on my T-Mobile line. So we're going to see this. Yeah, I'm already at 2,600 videos. That is a lot of videos. This year, I have been pushing out a lot of content, guys. To be honest with you guys, I've been pushing a lot of content. Alex, you should do. Alex is not. I have. No, I contact them, bro. Like right now, let me show you guys the proof right now. Hold on. Watch this. I'm gonna show you guys on my 16 Pro. Watch this. Look at what the look with the other song, with the other instrumental. It's not even a song, with the other instrumental beats that I had. Look at what it says. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Here you go. Look at what it says. Look at that. Copyright. So I don't understand. It's on efficient, whatever that says. It's giving money to that person and giving money to me. When I look these tracks up, it says non-copyrighted tracks. So I don't understand why I gotta argue about this. So this video, I'm not gonna delete it. If I'll do the same thing I did with those, and if the next track, I know they're not gonna complain about it because it's the same track that I have on the Spanish channel, which sounds nice too. But I like having tracks that that are nice. You know what I'm saying? Beats that are nice. People that think call phones are class and use. Oh shit. That's crazy, bro. I never called the phone sexy. Hell no, it was a phone. I was if Alex would allow the question, avoid the question. I was seeing if Alex would answer the question. What question? The one that I kiss? Oh hell yeah! Why wouldn't you kiss your dog? I mean, I don't know about you, but hell yeah! I used to kiss my bird when I was younger. Kiss my hamster. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's your animal buddy. Shh, Grizzly. I'm going to kick you in your little neck. So, no. There we go. See, it already uploaded the video. Already uploaded the video. So now watch this. It's gonna say no, how you call that? It's gonna say no problems found, no issues found, like it always does. Then 5 minutes later, oh, this is copyrighted music when it's not copyrighted music. See, and I want to show you guys the proof right here. Look. Look what this says. Hold on. Still processing. Right here, look. See? Hold on. Look. It says no issues found. You see? On my new video that I just uploaded. You see? It says no issues found. You see? So there's no reason why I should have to argue with YouTube about the song not being, well, the instrumental You see, no issues found. The instrumental not being copyrighted, when they say when they do it themselves, it says no issues found. So I don't understand why when I monetize it, there is a problem. Oh, I T-Mobile. T-Mobile's always been my carrier choice, and I already said why. Because T-Mobile has done things for me that no other carrier has. Said that plenty of times. T-Mobile over the last 20 years that I've been with T-Mobile, or 27 years, free phones, uh, service adjustments, what else? Uh, Exclusive plans when they had their loyalty team, which I heard that T-Mobile had brought their loyalty team back, and I wasn't even aware of that. Business told me like last week that T-Mobile had brought the loyalty department back, and then they took it out again. So it made no sense doing that. They brought back the loyalty department, and then this earlier this year they removed it again because of cost cutting. To make more profit. So I was like, so why the hell they didn't give you guys the tools? Yo, how are you, my friend? I'm doing good. And you? I'm doing good. Christy just went upstairs. But yeah, guys, I'm waiting. You guys seen it said no issues found. So I expect no issues. And you see it says ads are pending. See? Ads are pending. So I don't understand. All the time I see that, right? No issues found. And all of a sudden then they hit me with, oh, copy strike for well, not a real copy strike, but copyrighted music is what they hit me with. T-Mobile does work pretty good in New Jersey. Yeah, it does. It does. It works really good over here. T-Mobile has a lot of N41. N41, but if we're talking about just pure raw speed, then that would be Verizon with millimeter wave. No carrier can top Verizon. Okay, and that is a fact. No carrier can top Verizon when it comes to speed. None. The speeds uh with Verizon are ridiculous on minimally wave. Today I was almost picking up 30, yeah, like 3800. The dude that you guys wanted me to play his shorts, um, that he had what? How much was it? He was getting 4,000 down in Atlantic City. I'm gonna see if I convince my cousin this year, in the summer, since I'm not, I'm gonna be free basically to go to AC. I'm like, yo, let's go bug out in the casinos for a little bit and go on the bar walk in AC, and I'll give them gas money, and I'll definitely speed test because I know by the boardwalk, Verizon is gonna have millimeter wave. Most definitely, they're gonna have millimeter wave by the boardwalk. So more, most definitely, most definitely, they're gonna have millimeter wave. See, look, no issues found. You see, I just got the notification. You guys are seeing it in real time. No issues found. Okay. So now I'm gonna stay on the live stream. We're gonna wait a couple of minutes because it usually takes like 5 to 10 minutes to hit me with the BS talking about some. Oh, this music is uh copyrighted. The hell is not. The hell is not. Oh, the hell is not. And I don't get it because I signed up for the agreement that is legally binding on YouTube that if I was to play copyrighted music, half of my proceeds from the live stream, like from the ad revenue, would go to the artist. And I don't know what I signed up for that for. When if I wanted to play copyrighted music right now, like Daddy Yankee or anything, oh, copyrighted music, the whole live stream would go down. I don't get it. I don't, and then I don't get what was the whole point of signing up for that. It's like mind blowing. I wish in your neck of the woods last summer and Verizon and T-Mobile were the best. T-Mobile definitely had the edge on over Verizon. Oh yeah, especially in buildings, bro. Especially in buildings. Especially in buildings. But now that they have upgraded the millimeter wave, millimeter wave has better penetration. The Samsung panels, like it's crazy. The penetration with them is crazy. It's really really crazy. Really really crazy. I should have put the nighttime picture because the I was recording the video at nighttime. I'm gonna put the nighttime picture instead. This one. Mhm. I love the camera on the iPhone 17 Pro. This thing has an amazing camera. The camera on this phone is top notch. I'm not even joking. I'm being serious.
Oh, yeah.
So there we go. Now I'll fix it and put the nighttime. So definitely, guys. I might as well stay here for the extra 8 minutes. It's about to be 3 hours anyway. Why not, right? Mhm. Mhm. Been 10 minutes. I don't know. I guess it's working because I'm on YouTube. Oh shit, I'm on a live stream. I don't know. Because usually it just, well, I guess this one, so this is going to be a keeper then. This one, YouTube is not giving me an issue with. Like their bot is not giving me an issue with. The other one that has like the 90s theme, um, that a lot of people liked this intro, definitely YouTube has an issue with. The Samsung panels still drop out. No, they've been staying connected better. It's just more people on it, bro. Like Verizon's been really pushing out their 5G home internet, even with total. And a lot of people around that area have been getting the total home internet. I'm dead serious. So that's pulling from the millimeter wave Samsung node. And it has better penetration because it penetrates freaking McDonald's. I got a video where I was speed testing. I thought it was C band, but it was actually millimeter wave. Let me see. I got the video here. Look for it real quick. This is what is it? Verizon versus US Mobile. Hold on, because I clicked on the wrong thing. Clicked on my account instead of YouTube. So here we go. Watch this. I'm gonna show you guys. This is the embarrassing pictures you're gonna see on YouTube. I mean on Google. If you Google me, look at that. Right now it looks like I'm high. Look at this. Because I'm looking at the phone. See, now it's switched. And that's the picture they'll post on Google. And I'm like, oh, come on, YouTube, don't do me that dirty. Okay, so let's go to videos, and I'm gonna show you. Oh, it's right here. Visible versus at McDonald's. Okay, here we go. Which I really see this piece. Hold on, I gotta lower this down because I have problems with YouTube because I'm just gonna mute the video because I have problems with YouTube because of the copyrighted music. When before they weren't saying nothing about it, and now they made it a big deal, and it got me mad because I can't tell McDonald's to not play copyrighted music because I even showed them. I said, "Look, YouTube, I'm at McDonald's, and look at the speeds I was getting inside of McDonald's, and the millimeter wave Samsung node is outside of McDonald's, and look, it's penetrating the wall. Is it giving me 3,000 now? No, but it has way better penetration than it did before. Way better penetration. Before, it wouldn't even penetrate the wall. Now, with no issue. So Verizon has definitely been tweaking their millimeter wave. They gave it new updates to penetrate better. You're gonna see on here me getting 1,500 down inside of McDonald's. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's hot as it is, and my lips are dry as hell. Crazy. Watch. I'm gonna speed test again and watch this shit. And this is visible on the iPhone 15 Pro. I'm not playing the sound because, like I said, I don't got time to argue with YouTube on the live stream and be like, "Yo, I can't do nothing about freaking McDonald's." There you go. Look at that. Look at that. 500, 1,545 over. You see? What the hell? Keep kicking on the wrong thing. Now I'm gonna speed test warp. I wanted to screenshot it because I was like, damn, this C band is fast, but it's not actual C band, is millimeter wave, is ultra wideband. And now I wanted to speed test them side by side, but for some reason I couldn't do it. Jesus, you can see my cross pin is shining. Shining. Things shining super hard in the background of the video. Look at that. Them diamonds are no joke. No joke, baby. Them diamonds is no joke. You can see that shit shining. But anyway, you guys seen it. It's really fast. So millimeter wave has better penetration. So that way, that's why now I wear this gold filled because that charm on that chain, I paid dirt cheap. I bought it on Black Friday last year from the jewelry store. And since I bought a lot of jewelry there, they gave it to me for how much was it I paid? $90. $90. And now that charm costs $2,500 because everything has skyrocketed up through the roof. So guess what? I'd rather rock this because in case somebody tries to rob me, here you go. This was only $18. Here you go. Let me take this off for you. Hold on, give me a second. Can't get it off. Here you go. You can have it. Now that chain, that'll hurt me a lot, which I wouldn't sell that chain. That serious. Even if somebody was like, "Yo, I'll give you 5,000," I still wouldn't sell that chain. That shit has sentimental value. I bought that chain back in 2020, 6 years ago. And the charm I bought it last year because the original charm that I had was a huge Jesus piece. I still got it in my room. It's like this big. It's like 3 inches, 3.5 inches, like this, and it has a whole bunch of diamonds too. But that one, the diamonds fell off. because I kept banging it against other things. Like when I would go to Walmart, I would wear it and it would bang against the aisle. Like, when I was reaching with the dog food, knock diamonds out. So, but that one, them diamonds on there strong because I done banged that thing against different things. And you see that thing still shining. It's not blocked of the outside at the McDonald's. Yeah, it's right outside the McDonald's. Yeah. I show them videos. I think I even got shorts. Hold on. Let me see. I got shorts showing that millimeter wave right next to McDonald's. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm about to look. Mm, let's go to shorts. Shorts. Let's see. Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, I took videos of the millimeter wave from AT&T that never works. Mm-mm, mm-mm. They even got millimeter wave out West Trenton. Oh yeah, this is when I recorded in the American Dream Mall. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Let's see. Oh no, I don't got it. That's crazy. I swear I put a video up on Shorts not too long ago. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to remember. Was it nighttime? Was it daytime? Give me a second, guys. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Yeah, I should be right here. Let me see. Oh no, it's lower down. It should be right here. Let me see. Oh no, I'm not showing it, but I got a millimeter wave node down the street from my house, like a block away, block away. Who turned off? Who slow mod? Huh? What you said? Justin? I mean, sorry, Broski. Oh, I've been modded you, bro. You didn't notice? Is the back. Yeah, yeah, no, it's basically, yeah, you can say it's in the back. You can say, yeah, it's in the back of McDonald's. I like the roll. I like the, yeah. And this is the first time I actually wear a rope chain. I didn't like rope chains when I was younger. I was like, oh, those just look ugly, bro. My things are Miami Cubans. I own two, three, four Miami Cubans. 4 of them. I did. Let me see. I'm trying to think what would hold up a live stream. I think Metro. Let me see. Because I'll go over there. I don't give a shit. Let me see. Where is StreamYard? StreamYard. I know I got it on one of these phones. It's probably on this one. It's probably on this one. Let me see. I gotta remember StreamYard changed the duck. Now it has a duck with headset. Before it was a regular duck. Here we go. StreamYard. Jesus, I gotta log in. That's some BS. But it's alright because I can log in and switch this live stream to the phone. Bro, why is she doing this corny crap, bro? That's not even it, bro. Jesus Christ. There we go. There you go. See, it shows I'm live streaming. So I'm gonna move it to the phone real quick. It says invite guest, enter. I gotta mute myself over here because this shit's gonna make a lot. I'm just editing this real quick. Alex. Let's see. There we go. See. Now I'm here twice. Hold on. Why is it still echoing? Because I'm too close to the computer. Hold on. I gotta mute myself. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna continue the live stream on the phone because I'm gonna go to the millimeter wave node. So I'm gonna kick myself out. There we go, guys. What the hell? Oh yeah, the computer. There we go. Still too close to the computer. Jesus. There we go. Now we're not gonna hear no echo. No echo. Okay, so we're Gucci. We are Gucci now. All right, so now I'm gonna tuck in the chain, of course. It's late as hell out here. So we are going to look at the millimeter wave. We are live streaming on Metro, baby, on Metro. Metro by T-Mobile. How the hell do I change the camera view on this thing?
It says back triple. It needs to go back dual back main camera. There we go. Here we go. And the good thing is that it's still coming out horizontal. And then I'm gonna show you guys where AT&T is supposed to be putting a 5G small cell on my block, but they haven't done what they need to do. Damn, my neighbors got, well, not my neighbors. Down the street from my house, they got the doors open. People got the AC on. You guys can hear it. All right, so we're gonna pull out visible to do some millimeter wave. I'm gonna switch it from T priority to visible. So hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. My girl's calling me. Hold on, my boy. Oh, hold on. Let me text him. Bro, I'm gonna call you back because I'm doing a live stream right now. There you go. Text him. Okay, so down there is the millimeter wave pole, right? And now we are gonna speed test. OG Tech, what's up, bro? No, this ain't 5G plus. This is millimeter wave, bro. This is Verizon. Hold on, because I got an airplane mode. Give me a second. Hey, hold on. Sometimes, because let me turn off the T priority line real fast. Because I heard on the iPhones it interferes sometimes. Here we go. Visible, invisible. So now we can do the speed test. Samsung greatness, and this is the middle. This is the Visible Plus Pro plan. That's what I meant to say. I don't understand why I'm getting high pings. This freaking people are sleeping at this time. Something's wrong with Ookla. And I'm only getting 2 bars of millimeter wave. Okay. I'm gonna do this one more time, and then I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna try Verizon Business. Yeah, I give up. I don't know what the hell's going on there. We're gonna do Verizon Business on the 17 Pro. So let me switch this to Verizon. There we go. Now we're on Verizon. Now let's see the speeds on Verizon. Oh yeah, I definitely got an airplane mode this. I don't know why. Sometimes they have difficulty picking up. And this is definitely not the main back camera. Telephoto, dual, ultra, front camera. I don't understand this. I really don't. So Verizon Business is not picking up the millimeter wave either. I don't know what's going on right now, guys. I can't explain it. Definitely can't explain it. Bro, you better keep it moving or you're gonna take a big surprise, bro. I'm telling you. With this back pain that I got, I'm not in the mood. Better go find somebody else to rob. And that's why I don't like coming out here around this time, guys, because it's dangerous. A black car just pulled up with black tinted windows, started staring at me, and then they opened the door, then they closed it, and they kept it moving. I don't know if you guys caught that in the background, but they better not play with me. There you go, see? Now we're picking up millimeter wave. I need to hurry up and get back home, guys. I'm going to show you this millimeter wave real quick, then I'm taking my happy ass back home. I don't got time for people that don't want to have a job or want to be out here trying to rob people. Yep. So I'm about to show you guys real quick. That's why I don't really like showing my surroundings when I'm live streaming. Because you never know who the hell is watching. And I'm being dead serious. And I would hate for something to pop off on one of my live streams. For real. I'm not even joking. I'm being dead serious. Have to defend myself. And the best thing is that I'm doing a live stream. So, self-defense, baby. I was not being provoked. I was making a live stream for my channel that I started at my house. Why shouldn't I have to go? Why couldn't I go out at nighttime? I'm freaking 43 years old. I'm not no little kid. Should be able to do whatever the hell I have to, whatever I wanted to do without having a low life trying to rob me. Go get a damn job. See, there goes the millimeter wave, right there. The Samsung greatness is on. It's blinking. See? There goes the meter. There goes the fiber going all the way up to the 3 poles. And they always got them like this, like in a 360. It's crazy how. And there goes the hospital. There goes the hospital. I don't know. I don't like doing this with StreamYard because I don't know what freaking camera's picking up. It is not picking up the damn main camera. I don't know what camera's picking up. That's why I like doing a regular live stream through YouTube Studio because it'll pick up my regular back camera, and that shit just made me dizzy swinging the camera around like that, guys. But yeah, all jokes aside, that's what I hate about coming out at nighttime. I'm glad that person kept it moving and thought about it twice and closed the door because they were gonna take a big ass surprise. So I'm not joking. I'm being dead serious. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. Mm, 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 mm. This is the bad thing about living someplace where people like to come and rob people. But you know what happens to most of these people that come out here to rob people? They end up in the box. And I'm being dead serious. I'm not even joking. They end up in a box. And I'm just glad. See, that car didn't know nobody on this block. They was plotting on me. But they seen me talking to you guys when they heard the door. I was like, yeah, guys, now I'm speed testing. It's all this motherfucker's on the live stream. That's right, bitch. Sorry for cursing. But I just despise people. That grinds my gears more than anything else. People that don't want to get a job and just want to go and rob people. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna have time to call the Pope. Feel me? I'm on a live stream, and my back pain, I can't run. What? With the back pain I got, guys, I can't run. Hell no. But I got my old trusty that's been with me since 2021. Yep. Old trusty. And she's beautiful too. Old trusty is beautiful. Look at that thing. 6-inch blade with a quarter inch thickness. So you already know. You already know. They were gonna run back in that car as soon as they seen this big ass knife. The camera doesn't even do it justice. This thing is freaking huge. But I'm a knife collector. I got a collection of knives. I got bigger ones than this one that are really expensive. I remember I got my knife channel, but I stopped posting on the knife channel. Shit was getting a lot of views too. People actually love knives. I was getting a lot of views on my knife channel. to the collection. Yo, so, yeah, porque yo venía para atrás. Por eso que la dejé sin seguro. No. Estaba afuera. So, yeah, guys. So, you know, thanks God. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks God Almighty. As much pain as I am in, I did not want to be tested. Hell no. And then they're dumb because right now at the hospital part, since they don't want nobody going in there and getting hurt, there's a lot of police presence around there. So they're basically right around the corner from where I was at. So, you know. But that's like I like to say on Twitter, when people go to rob other people and end up losing their lives. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's just life. But now, guys, I want to eat some pizza, then take a shower. I am tired. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to your boy. And I am definitely going to catch you guys on the next one. Take care. God bless and be safe. You already, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Deuces, guys. I'm off this thing. I'm tired. See you, Joseph. See you, everybody, man. Be on the live stream later on today. Deuces.